No. 1 second.
Yo, it's Friday night, feels live in the zone. Loud collector ruling, sitting on my throne. California Dave's hype, Hasselhoff the brain. Bigglesworth in the chicken, bringing that rain. Yo, Friday nights, Phil, you know the deal. Judging questions harsh, keeping it real. Giving boxes away straight from out of the box. Auto connects popping, keep your eye on the clock. The sidekick Dave, he's rocking the flow. Made a mess with the cards, but we steal the show. Opening packs wild, zero finesse in sight. Cards flying everywhere, it's a chaotic night. Knocking over cameras, lights take a fall. Hasselhoff, my producer, steady controlling it all. Mr. Bigglesworth, hairless, king of the coop. Stuffed chicken throne, he's running the group. I'm prickly on the edges, soft in the core. Wear my heart on my sleeve, leave them begging for more. Brady Cox shoots the GOAT, that's my hockey call. Blue team sucks Leafs, y'all taking the fall. Loud collector, Gongshow, we run this game. Hockey Card Kings, yeah, you know the name. Smoke trees in the breeze, I'm wise with the law. Cookies and donuts, I'm always wanting more. Upper deck dreams, childhood in my hands. Canucks over Yanks, say you don't understand. Collect how you like, not for the green. Feels the realest MC this hobby's ever seen. Lash Ron's the princess, co-host supreme. Needs his beauty sleep, living that pristine dream. Everything perfect, he's setting the tone. But I'm chaos magic, ruling the zone. Out of the box, my LCS shrine, where the cards come alive and the vibes align. Gong Show super group, we're loud and proud. Hockey card junkies, screaming it loud. I'm puffing the trees, knowledge on lock. Spitting these bars, I'm ahead of the clock. No cat's perfect, but Bigglesworth reigns. Glare in his eye, he's got chaos in his veins. Toronto's a joke, blue team's a bust. Leafs fans crying, kicking up dust. I'm munching on cookies, donuts and stacks. Living this life, no turning back. Loud collector, Gong Show, we run this game. Hockey Card Kings, yeah, you know the name. Smoke trees in the breeze, I'm wise with the law. Cookies and donuts, I'm always wanting more. Upper deck dreams, childhood in my hands. Canucks over Yanks, and you don't understand. Collect how you like, not for the green. Feels the realest MC this hobby's ever seen. Yo, it's Friday night.
What's up? How's it going? Happy Friday. What's up? What's happening? I'm supposed to be at a card show, but I'm not because I love you guys and Dave, and we have a great guest tonight. I got too nervous. I was going to do it from a hotel room. Forget it. It's not happening. So too much can go wrong, but so much goes wrong normally anyways. For example, David.
Can you hear me?
Oh my God, I can actually hear you.
Okay. I had to complete.
Great.
Do I really? Because I got
color's not as rich. You had richer color before. We have to fix the resolution.
Yeah, well, I got rid of that camera. We were having
That's okay.
So we're having technical difficulties. I switched my headphones. I switched my camera. So I might work more.
That's amazing.
Potato, but okay.
I wish you were my neighbor, dude. I've never. Once in a while, you meet someone extraordinary, and Dave is extraordinary with technology.
You say that it's such a
I love you so much, but like, hey, you don't see me painting parking lot lines and acting like I'm a maestro.
Dude, I admit I have no freaking idea with technology, like nothing. I'm the worst, and so
it's it's like a retainment thing. It's like what where's the decimal point? I don't care.
Well, I haven't had to deal with it my whole life, really, because what I do for my office work is such minimal amount of work on a computer that like as far as computer stuff, I don't have to worry or do anything about it. So
you have kids.
I'm learning as I go. So
figuring it out. I love it, man. I'm a huge hack. I've built all my computers my whole life. Like, not very well, like 80% of the way there. And then I scream and yell when things don't work. Anyways, no one gives a crap about friggin' personal desktops. Let's go. Okay, we got a good, there you go. First, Cigar Scott. What's up, Rimpy? Henry, what's going on? Micah. Rimpy again, Cigar Scott. Hey, what's going on? Trevor, what's up? What's up, Lucas? Let's go. Always a poop show. Hockey Card Denmark. Congratulations, brother. Well-deserved win. You kicked the shit out of us, especially in that third period. Oh, my God. We deserved it. We did not take you seriously, and you guys came to play. Big shout-out to Denmark, man. Go Vikings. or not Minnesota. You know what I mean? Okay, here we go. Toddy boy, what's up? Sinjin. Micah, Phil Nye, the hockey card guy. Phil. I don't know about that, but I'll take it. Yeah, that's good. Just like an ambassador. We like Dave, me, Josh, Louie. We all just want to be good ambassadors for a beautiful hobby. And, I think that's the best way. But so Bill Nye would be an ambassador for science.
Oh, yeah.
I want to be Carl Sagan, though. Those are big shoes to fill. He made universe and space really cool, Anyways, enough about space. How's it going, card collector? Adam, what's up, brother? MBK. Cam, yes, I'm right here. Phil, it's right here. What's going on? Oh, I want to be in Montreal. Yeah, I'm going to the card show in Montreal. I can only call the expo. I call everything else a card show. An exhibition is, I know an exhibition is like what, 5 or more greater things, maybe, or whatever the definition is. But
how far is your drive from Montreal?
2 hours.
Oh, okay. It's not far.
Yeah, no, it's not far. I'm going to rip out there tomorrow morning and go as a civilian and I don't know, see what happens. Okay, Fight for Faf. What's up, brother? Fight for Faf. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, Cams. Okay. Hi, everybody. Linda's first, but it's not Linda. Hey, what's up, brother? Oh, good. Yeah, I'm doing well. I actually had a better productive day than yesterday. I tried so hard. It was like running in quicksand. I had six big things to do yesterday. And I only got 2 done. So anyways. All right. Yeah, no Hasselhoff tonight. He's a jerk. He definitely is really good at driving my truck with his friends, though.
That sounds
anyways, He doesn't love me. I don't want to talk about it. These pretzels are making me thirsty. Okay, let's go over the game plan, you bunch of degenerates. Okay, here we go. I got my super comfies on tonight, too. Okay, so we're going to say our hellos. Hello. We're going to talk to Dave a little bit about Hawaii. Not very long at all, because I already know a lot of stuff. And third, we have an amazing guest. I reluctantly showed one of his amazing accomplishments in our beautiful hobby. The Christmas tree pyramid supreme patch leaf thing at the beginning. Did you see that?
Oh, yeah.
So Toronto mega collector on Instagram. Phenomenal cards. And he got nervous. He's like, some of the cards aren't mine on my Instagram. Alex, it's okay. It's all good, brother. We trade along the way too, right? It's all good. I love how you said that, though. Dave's got a good Dave's Vib story.
Mm-hmm.
I want to just briefly talk about, I made a game. I made a game so friggin' hard, you guys are screwed. So it's only 1990 Pro Set. There's 8 cards. 8 cards tonight, okay? And it's only 1990 Pro Set. You're not, excuse me, steak. You're not gonna, excuse me. Oh, so gross. I apologize. You're not gonna get a couple of them. You're not. It's impossible. I don't care how old farty you are in the chat. You're not gonna getting it. So
is that the one that we opened up at the house?
Yes, okay. My favorite set of all time. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So we have the game. But I wrote bedtime, but no, a couple other things happened. Dave, do you have a box open?
I don't. No, right? I have 3 pieces of mail.
Okay. So we'll replace Dave's box. Dave's big, gigantic box with
I didn't even know I had a big box.
Yeah, it's gaping. I've heard like hot dogs through hallways. Okay. And we also have an update for the McDavid Black Dazzler. I know everyone's anticipating.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yes. The one I offered.
Needles. Yeah.
The one I offered $80 for. We have a huge update. Woo. You won't believe what happened. Okay. So we got that, Dave's Vibs. Oh, and I'm also I need the chat's help. Because I like your input, guys. So I have some traders I'm going to bring to Montreal tomorrow, and I just wanted to share them. So I have to just give a couple of moments of disclosure. I'm not very good at, when I buy a mid-ranged card, I sometimes forget once I put it in my top loader binder or I put it away, and I end up buying it again because I get very excited. I'll give you an example. A glitter bomb of Sidney Crosby. I got a couple of them. So that happened to me with a Quinn Hughes patch auto card, Exquisite. So I had 2. Now there's a flip side to my Demented coin. I actually traded that in the expo and I forgot, and I turned my house upside down today looking for that. And then I found the card I got at Gretzky. I traded it and I was like, where did this come from? I'm like, oh my God, that's what I'm looking for. So I'm a bit of an idiot. I have idiot moments. Absolutely. So I feel like maybe if I talk about it more, you guys will protect me from making some boneheaded plays or something. Maybe, I don't know. I'll show some vulnerability, see what happened. Okay. So I haven't been paying into the chat. We're going to pay attention to the chat. Dave, you're going to tell us a little bit about Hawaii if you want. It's up to you. and then we'll go, and then we'll bring Alex on. Alex, I see you there, brother. You look very handsome. I don't like those colors on the walls, but whatever. We'll let it go tonight. Okay. All right. So you went for 10 days?
Went for 10 days. We stayed on the North Shore in Oahu. There's 4 main islands, Oahu being one of them. And if you're ever going to go to Oahu, the North Shore is the place to be. Waikiki is like LA. It's like 7-lane freeways. There's like skyscrapers. It's like big apartment buildings. It's like pretty chaotic and really busy and trafficy. And the north side is like 1-lane highway, and it's
more of a country
chill.
feel?
Well, it's just more chill, laid back. There's not as much traffic and not as many people, but the beaches and the snorkeling and all this stuff out there is really, really nice. So,
are there sharks there?
Yeah, there's sharks everywhere. It's the ocean.
Oh, yeah, no, I can't do that. I'm terrified to go visit you in California and like the ocean, like the real ocean. Like, what's out there, man? We don't know. Well, those are the mysteries of the deep.
You don't have to swim in the deep. You can just like swim in the breakwater. They're not like coming in. I mean, yeah, sure, you have an occasional one come in kind of like where the waves are, but not really. And the ones that come in,
how do you half measure a shark attack? He kind of bit me. The shark kind of bit me. It's not really a big deal, Phil. Get back out there.
There's not really that many shark attacks. So per the amount of people
on the nose, in the
right?
Water.
Yeah, sure. I've seen plenty of sharks when I've been scuba diving, but I always have a spear gun with me, so I always feel pretty protected. But no, none of them have ever been really interested in me. They just kind of look at me and kind of swim away. They're not really.
You've seen a shark in the water?
Yeah, I've seen a bunch.
What? Yeah. Like a tiger shark? I heard they're very
no, like the ones I've seen are like blue sharks.
Troy's scared of jellyfish.
Yeah.
The original founder of the Gong Show podcast is scared of jellyfish, and then the other original owner of the podcast is scared of PG-13 horror movies. Yeah.
I've been stung in the face by a jellyfish.
Really?
I was snorkeling and I like went into it and it like stung me right across the face.
Do they have like tentacles?
Yeah, it was the tentacles that got me right in the face. So they were like really small and hard to see, and I swam right into one. And
have you ever found treasure when you go snorkeling?
Yeah, I found broken masks.
That's not treasure.
I found a watch once, but
that's treasure.
Didn't work.
Good. Any gold or silver? No.
I'm more hunting fish to like spear.
You're not
diving.
You're not treasure hunting.
No, I'm treasure hunting for fish, for big fish to shoot and eat.
Is that fishing but cheating?
Kind of. Yeah, I love it.
It's smarter.
It's so
you're there. There's one. Pow!
In fishing, you don't get to choose who bites your hook. In spear fishing, you get to choose what you want to shoot. So it's more fun. So
don't pull a Dick Cheney though. Don't shoot your buddy, eh? And then like, oh, you shouldn't have gotten in. And then he apologizes to you. Dave, I'm so sorry I got in your way.
Exactly. But yeah, you don't want to be on a bad side of someone when you're hunting fish.
Real question here from Adam. Any hockey cards found snorkeling?
No hockey cards found snorkeling.
Second question from channel best friend. Have you ever found SpongeBob?
I thought I saw him once, but it went quick, so I couldn't verify that it was actually SpongeBob.
Great. I just had the fattest steak. Right on. Now I'm having a whiskey. Oh, I like whiskey. I used to. My body doesn't like me drinking it anymore, but my mouth does.
This is a good night right here.
Right. The hockey team is up, and it's Friday nights with Phil. Yes, sir, Kreutzer. That's right, baby.
I will leave you with this, though. On the last day, kind of a really cool highlight of our trip. So the Jeep that we rented came with a paddleboard. So we blew up the paddleboard, and we just blew it up and we launched it in like the harbor. So there's not really a lot to see. There's not like a lot of rock structure or whatever. We were just kind of screwing around in there. And all of a sudden, dude, like these massive, huge manta rays came in and were feeding. And so they were like going under the paddleboard. I got like video of them like swimming around. The manta rays were
I want to see that. That's awesome.
I'll send you the video.
Yeah, that's great. We'll show it on next week, Friday Nights with Phil.
They were freaking awesome.
We have some good questions, Dave, though. Okay, Dave, have you ever seen any freaking sharks with freaking laser beams attached to their freaking heads?
None with laser beams. But I will say that when you do spearfish, I have like a big clip. And so I put the fish on the clip and it just kind of hangs from my side. And one of the times I had like a dead fish hanging from the side and there was a shark. And he was just he'd kind of like pop into my view and then pop out. And then he'd pop in my view and pop out. And I'm like, I'm not going to carry this live. So I actually released the fish because I didn't want him to come up from behind and just try to take a bite of the fish. So,
you have way bigger balls than me, brother. I mean, I thought I had big nuts, but maybe in different categories. But the ocean is not our place to be. That's how I look at it, right? Like that, we're visitors, man.
Oh my gosh, there's so many cool things to see in the ocean. Like there's this one dive spot we go to, and there's this massive black sea bass that hangs out there. I call him Frank.
Oh, I should kick his ass, sea bass.
So Frank, the big black sea bass, and every time we drop down, he comes over and says hi, and he's awesome. He's massive. He's like as big as I am. So,
wow, that's pretty wild, man.
There's pretty cool things to see. So
overall, it was a great trip, though. You got everything done.
It was awesome.
Rebecca's good. She had fun too.
Good. She had a lot of fun. She was awesome, letting me do the show while we were there. But
yes, amazing. Twice. She let you do it twice. It's great.
She actually liked it because she's like, oh, good. Because her big thing is like, we get to a place and I'm like, let's go do this. Let's go do this. Let's go do this.
Okay.
And she's
David,
like, I just want to read my book. I just want to lay on the beach and read my book. And so
I want to meet a woman who wants to read books and lay on a beach. Let me go do my thing.
Yeah. That's
like, which would be sandcastles. Obviously, you obviously build sandcastles at home, right?
Oh, obviously.
Yeah. Oh man, you have. I want you to share best practices when I visit. Yeah, we'll do Friday nights with Phil on the beach. And you said we can have a fire on the beach.
Dude, that would be sick. Yeah, there are places in California you can have fires on the beach.
Oh my god! And we could open a box of hockey cards. Maybe you should bring your spear gun in though, because it's America. They're crazy down there. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so we're gonna present Alex. Give me a sec. This is Alex here, Toronto Mega Collector. It's a showcase of his personal Toronto Maple Leafs and various sports card and memorabilia collection. So this is, and we also have this banger, which is crazy. There we go. That looks a bit better.
Rebecca, or Phil, apparently Rebecca's listening.
Oh, good. Hey, Rebecca. Why is she in here?
Yeah, look at her comment right there.
Reb Gred? Yeah. Hey, everybody be nice to Dave's wife. Hi, Rebecca. Give her a big hello. What book was it? Let us know. We'll talk about it later. Okay. Okay. So this is Alex's, one of his big accomplishments. I'm assuming he still has it, but it's okay if he doesn't. I wouldn't blame him at all if he switched allegiances to a different team. After everything that's happened, let's go easy on him. There's probably a little trauma. We got to help our brother out in the hobby. Sorry, Alex. Okay. Alex, give me a thumbs up if you're ready to go. Atta boy, here we go. Okay, well, let me get rid of this, that there, and ta-da! What's up, brother? How you doing?
How's it going, guys? Good. Hey, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, great.
Great. Way better than Dave.
Awesome.
Yeah. Camera's way better too.
No, you sound great. We'll get the camera fixed, Dave. Don't worry. You know me. We're good. I'm a problem solver. Alex, so what are you saying, brother? Who are you? Where are you from? What are you doing?
Yeah, so well, just before we get into that, I have to say the Hawaii conversation was kind of ironic. I went there 2 years ago with my wife, went shark cage diving, swam with the manta rays, so it was pretty incredible. So
which island? Were you on Oahu or a different island?
Yeah, so we went to Oahu for half and then the big island for the other half. We were supposed to go to Maui, but that was around when they had the fire, so we had to switch it up a little bit. But yeah, pretty incredible trip. So I just had to mention that.
My sister lives on the big island, and so our plan is at some point we're going to go live out there for about 6 months and just hang out. So
that's awesome. That's awesome.
Sweet.
Yeah. So yeah, thanks for having me, guys. I don't know where to start, but I guess just a little bit about maybe my collecting background. I've been collecting for a long time now. So I started in 2005 when I was probably 12 years old, and I kind of never stopped. Like,
how old are you now, Alex?
I'm 30.
30, right on. So you've been collecting longer than you haven't been collecting.
Yeah, actually, that's a good way
to go.
So
one of us, OG.
Oh yeah, I go way back. I was when I started out and when I was in, I don't know, like late elementary school, I was doing deals on Sports Card Forum and Hobby Insider, and
were you on Blowout Forum?
Yeah, not as much on that
okay.
one, but Klusenchara, like all the main ones at the time, and yeah, like I don't know, no one really cared as much at the time.
The community was it still feels small, but it feels mightier.
Yeah,
it was just a bit looser back then and more casual, I think, almost.
Yeah, but in my circle particularly, I guess when I was younger, like I don't know, no one was into it as heavily as I was.
Okay.
And
feel that, brother.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I started at a perfect time because it was, you know, Crosby and Ovechkin's introduction into the league, and yeah, like I'm a diehard Leaf fan, obviously, but player-wise, Crosby is definitely one of my guys. And
there we go. Now we're talking.
Oh yeah, his one of the first jerseys I ever owned. My mom got as a Christmas present. It was like his rookie year jersey, and
no way.
I'll never get rid of that. Like the goal is one day, I don't know if it'll ever be possible to get it signed, but I'd love to do that and get it framed. But
dude, that's amazing. What just the memory alone, right?
Oh yeah.
100%. I have to interrupt you for 1 second. Have you ever gotten this before? Because when you came on, I was like, oh my god, he looks like. You ever gotten this?
Yeah.
Dude, you're a spitting image of Koliakovo. That's crazy. Dave, you know who that is? Carlo Koliakovo. Okay,
that's pretty funny. So you know what's ironic about that too? Actually, like I've heard it before.
Okay,
but I mean, we'll get to this. We'll get to this part of the story, I guess. But when my patch was kind of like reposted and went a little bit semi-viral, Koliakovo commented on it.
No,
yeah,
that's not even possible.
Because Upper Deck posted it and kind of like collabed with me on it. It's the first post on my page. It's pretty cool to have that one there. But I thought it was hilarious that he did. So
amazing, man. Yeah, well, I'm gonna try and show the chat right now what we're laughing at.
Oh yeah,
show them.
He totally does. Yeah, I'm looking at him right now.
Man. Like,
I'll show him in a Leaf uniform at least.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I will. Can you see it there? Oh, wait. No, hold on. I can't. I'm not good with I made fun of Dave a lot with the computers, but I'm not good either. Yeah. No, I mean, that's here. Hold on. There you go. That's that's the best I can do. Either way, you're a spitting image of the guy. It's hilarious. Yeah. Fantastic.
That's awesome.
Okay. So you've been collecting forever. So so go back. Do you have any other childhood type of things that kind of memories like that keep you in, right?
Yeah. So I guess a couple things. So obviously when I started out, it was like, you know, my parents getting me like a box from Walmart or whatever it was. Like starting out pretty light, like most kids would, even nowadays. But really like two major things I think like entrenched me forever. The first one was the first time I ever went to the expo. One of my cousins brought me again when I was pretty young, and like my mind was blown. I mean, people
even
who go,
it's still a big auditorium, and just a high ceiling alone, and you know,
it's that's the thing. Even back at that time, I mean, the way I remembered it was huge. Like just the amount of cards. Like nowadays, everyone, you know, you guys talk about it. Everyone talks about it. Like if you've never been there and you're a hardcore enough collector, like you got to go.
And, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, at the time, I like the first time I went, I made sure that I pretty much went since then. So I've missed a few over the years, but even the expo I've been going to for like at least a good 15 years.
Do you live in Toronto?
I live in Aurora, so I'm just north of Toronto.
That's Toronto.
Which is it's close enough for all intents and purposes. So
do you go to a lot of Leafs games ever or?
Yeah, I mean, I'd say like nowadays. Now I'm a little bit busier. Married, I have an 8-month-old daughter.
Congratulations, man! Right on.
Thank you. Priorities, shift a little bit. Obviously, I still say, I get to like a couple games a season. I probably at one point maybe like 4 or 5 years, 6 years ago, I would probably go into more, like maybe 3-4 games a year.
That's pretty good. That's still pretty good for living in Aurora.
Yeah. Well, at the time I lived in Woodbridge. I moved to Aurora like 2 years ago after I got married. Either way, though, it's not. I
love it. So, do you go to Home Depot on Saturdays too? You bring the baby. You the baseboards and the gardening.
That's exactly what my life is now. My wife's.
That's beautiful, man. We need more of that, Alex. Alex, you should have 4 more kids. Have lots of babies. We need more babies.
Yeah, well, we got time for that. One's good for now. But at Home Depot, she gets a lot of eyes, and it's pretty funny. We say that she has a lot of fans out there. So
there's your page.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, very welcome, my friend. So Yeah, I don't want to fast forward. Okay. Oh yeah, maybe that was a little preemptive. But anyways, this is Alex's page. So you're at the expo, this what, maybe 10, 15 years ago, kind of?
Something like that. Yeah, let's call it like I don't know, early like mid-teens.
Okay. That's perfect. So you drank the Kool-Aid and the Kool-Aid's part of you now, right?
Yeah, exactly. And then
what were the big chases back then for you?
Yeah, so I guess it's interesting being around kind of long enough. I've dabbled in a few different areas, like hockey wise, a few different things, but just kind of in general in the hobby, even in some other things. But like, I guess the one constant has always been the Leafs, unfortunately, but or fortunately, depending on how you put it.
I respect your loyalty. I get made fun of a lot too. I'm a Sens fan. I mean, we gotta. That's the point of all this, is I throw shit at you, you throw shit at me, and we have a beer. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a very reasonable and logical Leaf fan, though. Like, I understand the trauma, and like going into Game 7, like you're laughing, but me and my buddies are like, after Game 5, we're like, okay, you know what's going to happen? They're going to win Game 6. They're going to make us think that they're going to do it, and then they're going to get crushed. And lo and behold, that's what we saw. So
you're like my friend Sam Genova. He's a good buddy
Sam,
of mine.
Yeah, I know Sam.
Sam's great. He's
a Woodbridge guy
great
too.
Hobby friend, and he's a very reasonable Leafs fan.
Oh
very reasonable.
Oh yeah.
He has once been like, Phil, come on, it's a little. I'm like, no, I'm not stopping. I can't stop. You know.
Yeah. I'm used to it, honestly.
You're Italian too, right?
I am, yeah.
No, I'm Greek. Come on, man. You let us in, you know? Like,
you see the flag up there, yeah.
I see it. I got a Greek one over there somewhere. I don't know. But we're loud people. I mean, come on. We're passionate people, right?
That's how it is. I mean, like, no matter what happens, like, you got to stick with it, right? Or else what's the point? So,
well, someone said once, you yell like Steve Dangle. And I'm like, first of all, I'm older than Steve Dangle. And my real last name's Canalaco, so I have a right to passage to scream, hoot, and holler. So, there you go. And I'm me. That's the difference. I'm me, right?
Yeah.
Stallone wasn't trying to be Schwarzenegger. Come on, they're both different. Okay. 100%. So you're still collecting hockey now. I'm gonna judge your culture a little bit. You a bit of a soccer guy? My cousin's all soccer guys.
Couldn't tell from the soccer balls too.
I thought they were volleyballs.
No, they're all the World Cup soccer balls. Yeah. So.
We won the Euro Cup, 96. So
I know.
Okay, just saying. Or 98. I don't know. Can't remember.
We'll save that the argument of that for another day. But no, soccer wise, like I've played soccer my whole life. I never really played hockey, so
he's an athlete.
It's more retired that. Well, not really. I still try, but anyway.
Do you still play? Do you play in a men's league or anything?
Yeah, men's league. Very
good,
very
man. No, never stop moving. That's when you start dying. Yeah, good for you, Alex.
Yeah, keep the exercise going as much as possible. But
does it get pretty heated, the men's leagues?
Yeah, it definitely can. It's I mean, it's one of those things where, like, at a certain point you realize, like, okay, I'd rather just play something more casual. So a lot of the times we do like our own pickup games instead of like a formal men's league. Because what ends up happening now, like, you know, whatever, like I said, I'm 30, like I'm not that old, but then you're facing guys who are 22 and trying their hardest, and it's not as fun.
They ended up canceling our men's league in my city because too many fights broke out. Like
in soccer?
Oh yeah.
I'm not
It was
surprised.
like heavy. So
really?
Yeah, and we had like the only all white team, and like pretty much everyone else was like Hispanic, and so they were like really good. And we were beating some of the teams, and it did not go well.
No way.
There was
obviously you're all white.
There was like but between all the teams, like there was one team that got kicked out because half their team got banned, and oh man, it was just, so they finally eventually after a couple of years they just canned the whole thing and said no more. So we don't have a place to play anymore.
That's where you got to just set it up yourself, but it's easier said than done.
Yeah.
So go ahead, Alex. So were you collecting any soccer people back then? Like we're at about 10 years ago. Like how?
Yeah. So so in general, actually soccer, I have never really collected much hobby wise. So it's always been primarily hockey. Like random things like the World Cup balls or like little, types of things I collected, I guess, related to soccer. But hockey wise, I guess going back to the time, the other thing I was going to mention that was, I guess, like an important factor in my early days of the hobby was I think I was in, I don't know, maybe grade 6 or 7, and a friend had a birthday party at a Dave & Buster's, if you're familiar with that. Maybe It's like a Palladium. Yeah, it's like an arcade type place.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, so long story short is, and I don't like this again, it's pretty ironic, but there was a card show happening like in one of the rooms of this Dave and Buster's at the time. And again, this is when I was kind of going to the expo and getting into cards. And my buddy whose birthday it was, he's like, all right, come with me, like, got to do something. And he brought me to meet Gordie Howe, who was like doing a signing. Yeah. Yeah. I know. So
a mouse at Chuck E. Cheese or something.
No, he was doing a signing there, a public signing, and because it was my buddy's birthday, he got like a signed picture and all that. And at the time, like this was before, like I've been to signings and stuff after that, but this was the first time, like I guess I'd ever really met like a player, and it was Gordie Howe. Go figure. So
wow,
it was that was crazy, and that's like a core memory, that I'll kind of never forget.
No kidding.
But it gets better. So on the way out, and I don't know if he was here for that little mini show or something, but when my dad picked me up, we were walking out, and Doug Gilmour was there too. Yeah, so
just a couple of Hall of Fame legends, no big deal.
Just a couple of them, yeah. So anyways, I got to meet both of them, and again, I don't have any like sort of pictures or whatever autographs from that time, but it doesn't matter. Like that was
they're all up here. That's what matters. Yeah.
100%. So those were.
Did you go out and buy a bunch of Gordie Howe and Doug Gilmour's after? That's what I would have done.
I should have. Yeah. I didn't appreciate as much at the time.
Oh, wild man! But like, did you shake Gordie's hand?
Yeah.
Oh,
we chatted. We had probably like a 5-minute conversation. Me, him, and my friend, crazy. And even Doug Gilmour was a quick one. Just went up to say hi. Big fan, this and that, and it was quick, but it was
at the time, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that must have meant a lot to you.
Yeah. So. Pretty crazy. So yeah, anyways, I guess around that time when I was collecting stuff, like I don't know if I had like a specific like PC kind of goal or anything like that. I was picking up a lot of like Leafs at the time and like some smaller Crosby stuff, like I said, and just kind of whatever I thought was cool.
Yeah. McDavid's coming into the league right about now though, right? Mid 2010.
This is earlier. Yeah. If we're jumping forward, I'd say before we get to that, when I got probably when I got really serious was in 2011. But
Eric Carlson, right? Second year. I hear you. I understand.
It would have been better than who I chose, because I'll tell you right now, I super collected a player at the time because I thought it would be fun, and the player I chose was a defenseman as well, but he was Jake Gardiner.
So that's a different one.
Like I said, it was 2011. I was a Leaf fan, and I was like relatively young, and like this guy could be like a big piece of the team, and this and that, and hey, he was popular like when he came into the league. I
don't really remember.
Phil has a very similar story with my
story doesn't have an ending. His does. My book is finished. My book's still being written.
That's true. Phil's jumps forward a few years too.
Yeah. Get out of here, Dave.
So, anyways, I still have. So it's funny. I have a box beside me that has like 120 Jake Gardiner.
What's your 3 best Jake Gardiner? It's Gardiner, isn't it?
Gardiner, yeah. So I probably moved like half of them over the years.
Okay.
To who? Yeah. Ironically, there were other Jake Gardiners who were collectors.
Big one.
Yeah, you're laughing, but it's true.
Can you call them and ask them if they collect Shane Pinto? There's a strong chance they might collect Shane Pinto as well.
He's a Leaf fan, so I don't know. That's a tough one.
All right, Phil, you gotta find one of these guys and get them on the show.
I know.
So crazy. Oh, that is absolutely hilarious. Okay, well, keep your Gardiner cards then. Fine, whatever.
Well, like I said, I got rid of some of them, but again, some of them I just kept because it is what it is. I paid whatever for them, and they're worth significantly less, and it's like I'd rather just keep some of them.
Price point's good. Yeah.
Coolest ones, I guess, like top 3 just off the top of my head. I had the Cup Black Tag RPA that was out of 5 at the time, so that was a pretty cool one. Like at the time, again, when Cup stuff was maybe a little bit more like accessible for that type of stuff. I had a high gloss Young Guns, which I still have, and then I have a Prism Gold from 13-14 Prism, which cool to kind of have one that I've owned since 2014.
Yeah.
So I'd say those are probably the ones. You're not going to find them on my page.
I was trying to look for a Jake Gardner. No, I have a few
but,
questions for you once we get closer to the present day.
Okay.
I'm just scrolling like a madman and making everyone hate me and that's watching.
No, that's all good.
Yeah, all those mega patches are pretty sick.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get to that. That's
we're getting the evolution. So you picked Jake Gardner. That was a decision. Okay.
Yeah.
So
do
you obviously don't do that still, right? You pretty much have everything you want.
So I'd say, okay, so I guess bridging the gap a little bit. So like I said, I focused a lot on the Leafs in general. So Gardner was a big one, and then other rookies that came into the league after that. Like, again, I don't even know if you guys will remember these names, but Matt Fratton, Joe Colborne, like Ben Scrivens, those were all 2011, 12 Leaf rookies, right? And then for the years after that, like, Leo Komarov was like 2013. Riley, obviously, was 13, 14. So, I was buying a lot of him. So for a while there, I'd say until like through let's call it from 2011 to like 2017, 18, I was collecting mainly like a lot of Leafs rookies.
Okay.
So like when Matthews and those guys came into the league, that was huge. Like as a Leaf fan, and like in just the hobby, obviously had gotten a lot more popular at that time too, especially after 2015 with McDavid.
Yeah.
So I went pretty hard on all the Leafs in 2016, 17. So like
that was probably a good decision. Like
in hindsight, yeah, for sure. Like I would say a lot of what I bought throughout that time ended up like allowing me to build up to where I kind of got to. And yeah, like that's a good example.
That would be one of them. Yeah.
So that one I moved pretty recently. That was always one of my favorite cards because, like, again, going back to 2016, 17, like those were the three guys. Like,
oh wow, out of 15, Alex, good. Yeah, you have good taste. I pillaged your Instagram pretty good. You have good taste.
Thank you.
Team, good taste.
I know. Well, I have like a little bit like of an obsession with just going after stuff that's unique. Like, so that's part of the whole mega patch thing and just things that are different. Like, I try and think of like projects to do almost. So
yeah, I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I can give you some examples of some, but that card, the Sign of the Times, the reason it was really, really cool was in 16, 17, there's only, I guess you could call it three subsets that had them all three signed on the card. So there's the Sign of the Times, and then there was a trilogy version, which I think was out of 10.
Okay.
And then there was a black one of the trilogy version. So at the time I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. Like these are the three main Leafs, and there's like 26 cards of their rookie year that they're all three on, like in total.
Yeah, so that's a great way to look at it.
So that was the reasoning for kind of picking this one up. And at the time I got it raw and I graded it, and you can see like it was almost a BGS 10, like it's 0.5 off, which is crazy. I think I should have got a 10.
Oh yeah, you got 2 10s in the subs there.
Yeah. So it was, it was pretty cool. That was definitely one of my like.
Quick question though, to fast forward to when you offload cards now, are you more of a go to a show and sell them or get traders, or do you like Slab Sharks it, or do you just eBay it yourself?
Yeah, it's a good. So I've like now and even at the time, like over the years now, I'm super active, like just on social forums. So Facebook's huge. Like a lot of people.
Yeah, Facebook's great. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's like. So around this time in 2017 is when I first was introduced to like Facebook hockey card groups. So that was the next big jump for sure. That's when like Razes were really popular and stuff like that. Like if you remember, like Carnry had the Big Three group, and he would like have just banger after banger, like Razes going on in all these groups, and like that was how I got some cards back at the time, like getting them through that. A lot of trading, obviously, buying and selling like online through eBay. I've had my eBay account since like 2008, I think.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm pretty like I'm not like a bulk seller or anything. Like I don't buy collections and like flip them per se, but
the avenues, like a bigger card, what you'd like to do, a medium card, whatever.
100%.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right.
So, and even to today, like through whether it's Instagram or Facebook or eBay or in card shows again too. Like I said, I've been setting up at the show the past few years too. So it's a combination of all those things.
Does Aurora have a card show?
Yeah, they have a small one actually, pretty close
to me.
Yeah. And there's a lot of other like GTA local ones, like Mississauga. There's CSC show, like that one's gotten pretty popular now.
Okay.
There's quite a few options, like way more than there used to be for sure. It's almost like every month or two there's a show.
There is. Local. Are you heading to Montreal this weekend or no?
No, unfortunately not. No. Like I said, priorities now are a little tougher. If it's anything outside of,
gotta go to Home Depot tomorrow,
Home
brother.
Depot,
I know. I got to do work around the house all weekend. So this is my time to talk about cards.
So are you slowly offsetting, like offloading some of your bigger Leaf cards, or so now we're around Marner, Matthews are coming into the league. Like, are you buying big patches at this point, or no, not yet?
So yeah, okay. So when Marner and Matthews are coming into the league, that's when I was buying just like everything of them. So Marner, Matthews, Nylander, even like Kapanen, Connor Brown, Hyman, like all of those rookies at that time, I was buying pretty much like anything that I thought was unique or interesting. A lot of that one I still have. That one
not just like autos or patches or things like that.
He looks like Richard Ramirez, the serial killer. That's what
Hey, it's his first game when he got the 4 goals.
Yeah, I know. But we won that game.
I know.
We won that game. Everyone's like, "Oh, you got 4 goals." Doesn't matter. We won the game. You got an L.
Only Sens fans remember that. And Leaf.
My heart got the L, but the stats got the W.
Exactly.
So what inserts are you talking about that you found interesting?
Now you're in Dave. Now you're gonna hear Dave talk a little bit more as we get closer to 2020.
So I like my big thing in general has always kind of been patches. Like I'm a huge patch guy. I know everyone kind of has their thing. I'm a fan of like shiny stuff, OPG Platinum too. Kind of just any low numbered cards, like any cup stuff like that. But at the time, like there's so much variety even now. So like for example, before I get to the megas, because that's the central kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm trying to avoid them. Sorry, it's hard.
I know. Once we get on that topic, then I won't stop.
Listen, before you leave at the very end, I have 2 big questions.
Okay. So Dave, to give you an example, at the time, I probably owned in like 2018 between like various Leaf rookies, maybe like 40 printing plates from the cup.
Oh, okay.
So I thought like at the time those were pretty cool, and then I was trying to go for like the rainbows and stuff. So I had like a stack of Nylander printing plates, like all rookie year stuff. Like I had some Marners, Connor Brown, stuff like that. So that's an example of like one of the types of things I was looking for.
Do you still have like all those printing plates, or you've been moving off them? And okay.
Yeah.
So you've kind of adapted and evolved to like your pace of change, and so you're like, I don't really care about the printing plates. I'm more invested in like the patches and things like that. Okay,
exactly. I guess you kind of say I've gone through like a couple phases of things that I've liked, and then maybe like kind of I don't know if grown out of is the best way to put it, but just like hasn't excited me as much anymore. Even like Young Guns are a good example. Like I've over the time that I've been collecting, I've probably owned like at least one of pretty much every Young Gun. Like at one point I had complete sets from 2005 all the way to like 2019. And I just decided to move them all one day, like the entire thing. And
that's it.
I did.
We're done.
I did the exact same thing. I kept 3,
there you go.
And I decided to move everything else. So everything is either moved or listed to move. So
exactly.
I just kind of didn't really care anymore, and stopped buying. I kind of stopped buying cases of flagship because I'm like, what's the point? I'm just basically opening it and then just selling it all. Whereas before I was keeping it, and then now I'm like, I'm moving it. So
and exactly. At the time, it was fun it was like set collecting. Like there's not a lot of people who really like do that much anymore, but I like to do that in my own way. But the Young Guns are kind of the easiest one for anyone if they want to do set collecting.
For sure.
But yeah, like I said, I kind of just got bored of them. And like I said, I'm more into like the patches and the rare stuff. So the funny part of the story there when I moved them was I actually used like the cash to fund my engagement ring at the time.
That's awesome.
like cards that ended up benefiting me like, in real life too, which is kind of cool. So,
you matrixed it. Yeah.
Exactly.
You red pilled it.
Yeah. So, I guess like over time, you'll see a lot of different stuff on my page here, and basically
I love those.
Dave.
I know those hit me.
This is as vintage as Dave gets. The Super Rookie Premiere. That's Dave.
I'm not a vintage guy either, so I am not a vintage guy. That's one thing.
Yeah, anything pre like 2019, I'm like, I don't even know what that.
Oh, that's okay. Nice. I'll go as far back as 05, and then before that, I don't really know. I'm not an expert, let's say.
Right.
But yeah, I'd say like like the theme of what I started doing at this time, even like in 2021, a lot of the stuff you see here is I used like what I had in my collection to kind of build up and like consolidate, trade like in different ways. And like, again, when I kind of was ready to move on from cards, a lot of the times they went into new cards. So I've rotated between like tons of stuff. So I've owned Natalie D, that's my wife. Thanks.
Oh my God, the two women we have in here are your wife was like, show them a
supporting.
I didn't show it. I better show it. This girl's gonna leave. Ah, she's not leaving now.
No.
Hey, let me take it off.
Yeah, so so that's like one of the cards that McDavid RPA at the time when I got it, I moved, I don't know, whatever it was, like 5, 6, 7 cards towards it. And then, eventually I ended up moving on from that one. So,
do you have seller's remorse though? That's what kills me. I'll admit it. I was 12 years ago. I cried. I didn't, I wasn't like, I wasn't weeping, but I got teared up and a few got out of the, after.
From which card?
I was an Eric Carlson 4-color RPA.
Oh, okay.
It was 2012, 2013, but I was, well, that's a whole different podcast, but I needed money and I needed money quick to pay a bill. And I had to. And the guy, I actually sold it for like $550. I did pretty good. Considering now I wouldn't have sold for that, but it crushed me at the time. So does that ever happen to you, Alex, or your firm? You know what you're doing?
It does. It's just not like super frequently. So like I've had so many different types of cards that like there's, I don't know, like 80% of them I don't even like bat an eye that I move them. But there's definitely ones that
cold killer here, boys.
no, it's just like I said,
the puppies in the lake.
I don't know. Once you're in this so deep, you guys know that it's just like there's only so much you can focus.
You're numb,
on,
right? You're a bit numb after a while,
And it sounds like you're also you have like your interests are changing. So the ones that you're not as interested anymore, those are the ones you're moving, and so you don't really like feel an attachment to them as maybe you did before. So
and I'd say the tough point, Dave. Like the good thing is I've never had to move a card because I've had to. Like I've never been like forced to for whatever reason. That's a good old one.
That's a monster, brother.
Yeah, I have more than that now. But anyways, the tough deals are the ones where like the card that I want to get like very narrowly beats out the cards that I'm giving up. So like it's if I had another way to, let's say, do the deal, for example, and maybe take out some of the cards, like there's ones that I would have been like, I wish I didn't get rid of that one. But for the most part, like I'm pretty happy with kind of where I am now with it. And really like this is all kind of a prelude to the two biggest cards I own now, which are not Leafs and not Mega Patches. I consolidated like a very, very hefty portion of my collection in. So yeah, there you go.
There you go. I had a feeling. Right to the top.
Yeah. So those ones I still have. So I got the emblems here.
Oh, you got it slabbed, you dirty scoundrel.
There's a long story.
Oh, Alex, why?
I know.
Give me your reasoning. No, educate me.
Yeah. So, well, even before I give you that reasoning, the limited logos is one of the ones I don't have on me because I'm getting that one slabbed as well. And I think with these like types of cards and just in conversations with other people, like trusted people in the hobby, like the grade doesn't matter so much on them in terms of value, like unless it's a very high grade. It's more so for like the protection. And if the day ever comes that I do want to move them, like I don't really have any reason and I don't really want to move these two right now. But if the day ever comes, I think it will make my life a little bit easier because
I agree with that. I agree with that statement. But you know what? I do want to add, that's unfortunate. That's the way my hobby went. And I will say my hobby, like, because it's mine, it's yours, it's Dave's, it's the chat, and it's my personal collection of the hobby. That I agree with you, and I absolutely hate it. I don't like how we went that way, right? I don't like that. That to me is very good marketing from grading companies. That to me shows that a lot of the flippers kind of won, and they weren't trying to win or lose. They were just trying to make money. But it's just it kind of goddamn leaned that way, and it just breaks my heart a little bit. But you're not wrong, man.
No, I agree with you. Like even because when I got both these cards, they were both raw, and I prefer them raw. Like I think they look nicer, especially like this type of cup stuff. Like if you ask a lot of serious cup collectors, like friend of the show, Mitch, he like I think any like big cup card he's ever gotten, he's cracked out.
Your friend Phil has cracked out every cup card.
There you go. So
there you go. I'm no Grotman.
I don't blame you.
I'm like a flat Pepsi Grotman.
Sure, we'll get a kick out of that one. But,
so I got a question.
Yeah.
It looks like Michael kind of has the same question too.
I'll put it up there though. Yeah.
When you grade these cards, can you do like bulk grading, or because it has a certain value, they charge you more for it, like an upgrade fee?
Yeah, so yeah, exactly. I did get hit with an upgrade, like on the emblems that I got back. So like so I did it through like a pretty trusted third-party grader. I've sent to PSA myself directly as well, but with these ones specifically, I didn't really want to. I'd rather kind of do it through someone who has the better connections. So we sent it in as a, I don't know, value tier, I think maybe it is. I don't know the exact tier, but it ended up getting kind of bumped up. So I had to pay whatever the difference was.
Like $75 or whatever.
That's what it probably should have cost, but I ended up paying like 500. So
there, hold on.
Wow.
Yeah. And it wasn't even a good grade. Like I didn't even tell you what grade it was.
Wow.
It's very sad what grade it is.
Let's pause there for a second. Let's pause there. I just did a behind the scenes kind of not really a PSA thing. Yeah. And there's one thing, and I'll say it. I'm happy this has come up because I avoided. I wanted to maintain very Switzerland in the video, so I went on the offensive and I also went on the defensive. But tonight's different, a little more silly. There's one word that they were very smart to use over and over and over again, and the word is collector. Two words actually, the collector. Very smart marketing, very smart writing for the whatever that was. I don't know, the 8-minute little expose. That is not part of the collector. Look at you. You like
no.
You gave a maybe that you might sell these, and if the day ever comes, maybe you will, maybe you won't. The smartest thing to do is to be what you just did, get them slabbed and authenticated. That is, but you just got charged $500 extra because they assume you're going to sell the goddamn card. That's insane to me.
Right.
That just on that alone, I refuse to do it. I refuse. I love you, Brad. I love Brad Hartla. I love what PSA brings to our hobby. I do, but I'm also allowed to not like certain aspects of it. They would get my so much more respect, I think, from guys like me and other parts of the hobby. An entire layer of the hobby would warm up a lot more without that upcharge. Is it really that much money coming in from the upcharges? And if it is, that's sad that's why they keep doing it. And I guess that's the world we live in. It's absolute horseshit. I hate it. But
I'm not a fan either. Like I said,
I mean, dude, it's a scam. Yeah. It's not a scam. It's a hustle.
Yeah.
That's what drug dealers do. I'm sorry. I know, Josh, you get mad when I say that, but it's true. That's what they do. You're like,
well, the best way that I can put it is like, and my argument to PSA would be, is someone doing more work grading a higher value card? Like, no. So why are we paying more for it?
That's even better. Yeah. Forget everything I said. Forget everything. That's what Alex said.
It's as simple as that. You're doing the exact same amount of work, period. That's it. Yeah. Why are we getting upcharged because the card has a higher value?
I'll tell you why. The assumption that the hobby flips and sells predominantly, and they're not wrong. It kind of does. Like anytime someone gets a Brady Tkachuk banger, if I'm number 4 in line, I always pay like $200 to $400 extra. If I'm 7 in line, I'm paying $1,000 extra, right? So the last thing I want is a third-party company with that similar mindset of just upcharging me to hell. It drives me nuts.
I think their justification for getting away for it too is they look at it as, hey, we graded this card and increased the value of your card, so you're more willing to pay the upcharge because you're like, oh, I just added value to my card, so they just take a chunk of it, even though that's not the purpose half the time of getting it graded.
No. It is. Well, it doesn't even add value sometimes. Like if you get a grade that's not great and you still get upcharged, like you're not necessarily, you might be selling it for just as much as it would go for raw, right? Like,
I thought they only upcharged if it got a high grade that increased the value of the card. I didn't know that they upcharged just because it was a valuable card. What modern
card that gets a PSA 9 is increased in value? Not many. Not many at all. Like, what, a PMG green? Like, I don't know.
Maybe.
Sure, I guess. Yeah, sure, whatever. Oh, here's a good Sean. Sorry, Dave, go ahead and then let's respond.
I had one upcharge once ever, because usually I just grade Young Guns or whatever, so you're not going to get upcharge for that. I graded one cup card, and it was like in the very early of me grading cards. I would never grade this card again, but I graded a Connor McDavid enshrinements card. So it doesn't have a patch or anything. It's just an auto. And somehow it came back a 10, which is amazing to get a 10 on a cup card. But they upcharged me. And I thought the whole reason why I got upcharged was because it was a 10. If I got a 9, I thought I wouldn't have gotten upcharged if I got like a 9 or an 8 or something like that. So maybe I would have, even if I got a lower grade. So
it's possible. Yeah. If you ask like a lot of the third party PSA submitters that are like pretty trusted in the hobby, like they'll tell you to just try and go for the lower service tiers. And that's the funny part. It's not even consistent. Like you can send that time and then send it a separate time and not get upcharged. Like
right.
That's the crazy part. Yeah. It's like just let the draw.
No, it's bonkers.
Yeah. This is a whole rabbit hole we could go down. Like it's and of course PSA is like the one company that does it, but like they're the company that most people care about, which is
they're the
unfortunate part too, right?
Yeah.
Did you
I don't
see
know
other
if they would be
machines
able to do it if they weren't as popular as they were. If they were a bottom tier company, they wouldn't be able to get away with that. But
it's opportunity, right? Like dude,
opportunity.
I wish I had a better vocabulary. I get it. Obviously, from a business standpoint, why would you stop? I get it, but I'm not part of your company. You know what I mean? Like I'm part of the part of the machine that's feeding you. Yeah. And it's and I'm watching everyone to my left and my right just feeding this machine that gives nothing back to me personally. Yeah. So I'm trying to get philosophical on it. This is a good opportunity in life to have something around you. Not agree with it per se, but just keep on trucking. I want to segue to this. I agree, Dean, grading is overrated, but it's become part of our hobby now. It's that saying, like, if you can't beat them, join them. I'm not joining them, but there has to be a level of acceptance. I had my 6-month temper tantrum. That's fine. I'm over it. But there has to be a level of acceptance. Like, there's no magic sentence a YouTube person or someone predominant in the hobby, whether it be a doctor or whatever, there's no magic sentence that someone's going to say like, oh yeah, grading is silly. Well, that's it. I'm not great. There's nothing that's going to happen from now until whenever that's going to get grading to get rid of. I just hope maybe it evolves into something a little more, I don't know, honorable. Is that a nasty, is that a bad word to use? A mean word? I just don't.
I don't disagree with you.
Yeah, just something a little more where I see more of like Alex and Dave and Louie and Josh. Like, I'm not saying I want to see guys like us grading, but maybe representing their company. Lie to me. At least lie to me. Just pretend like get a goofy guy and girl that collect cards and it's kind of obvious and they know their shit to represent your company. Don't get a high tech guy that's like, we're innovative and blah, blah, blah. Like, man, but their way works. That's another thing, right? Their way works. Like Jeff Wilson, everyone got so upset. Oh my God, you see the video Jeff made? He thinks the hobby is about hunting and flipping and making money. Who gives a shit what that guy thinks? He just made a video to get you riled up. It's get a guy like him. Get a guy who's kind of posing that he cares. That's what I think PSA should do. And because the grading, they are the big dog, man. There's over 1 million cards a month now. We got to stop.
That's why it's hard for it to change, is because like they have no reason. There's no incentive for them not to do this. Like people are paying the price, and like it's been like this for years now. Like this is not a new thing, and it doesn't seem like it's slowing down. Like it's getting like more people are sending cards.
And guys, listen, hockey. I agree with this. Stop, Scott. You're not wrong. Nobody's wrong here. Okay, we're all just talking. Stop grading with them, and they will get rid of it. But as long as people blindly grade with them, they're going to keep nickel and diming everyone. Absolutely correct. I want to say this. We're in hockey. We could, just like my country could not do 1 ounce of pollution for the rest of eternity, and it will only make less than 1.5% difference for the entire world. Yes, that's a bad attitude. It's a pissy attitude, but it's a realistic attitude, okay? I want my goddamn straws back. I just do. I want my plastic freaking straws back.
Only paper straws for you, Phil.
1.3% or 4 or 2, whatever, under 1.5%. My country emits carbon, and here we are changing the world, right? Throwing insults at people.
You got to save the sea turtles and the sharks.
Yeah.
So yes, exactly. So back to that, nobody is going to stop. All of hockey could just stop, and PSA would just like, oh, I'm sorry, like it's nothing. It's nothing. So saying to what Kendall said, can't blame PSA for leveraging their value proposition. Upcharges are that's the best way to round that off, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we live in a capitalistic society. We have cell phones for a reason. We have beautiful iPhones. You know, people, the race to be the best gave us the fun stuff we have, guys. So unfortunately, yeah. Anyway, philosophical. Yeah, okay. I love being deep. Nice. I love it. I don't know, whatever. I'm like Robin. If Robin Williams and Howie Mandel had a baby, I think it would be me. You know? Okay. Yeah, we got way off topic with PSA. Okay, so you still have these cards?
Yes, those are the two. So I guess the background on those two cards, if we're kind of jumping to this part now, is so they were in two separate deals that I made last year with the same person actually, but they were basically just big consolidation trades. So I think you guys were talking about this a little bit last week, and seems like there's been more people doing it now, like Ziri and with the Cup, McDavid.
Yeah, man, he hit a big. I'm so happy for him. Wow. Yeah, you can hear his joy in his voice. Eh?
It was cool to see someone like making content like that do it, and then kind of go over it in a little more detail. And another shout out to Edition Sports Cards who did it with the McDavid High Gloss. So it's
we had him on, man. That was awesome. Yeah, big fan of that. It cleans it up, It cleans the closet up a little bit and organizes it better.
Exactly. So I kind of did what they did, just I guess on a little bit smaller deals and privately. So I pretty much for the emblems deal, there's some cash involved, but before I got that card, I was into shields. So I was building up a little bit of a shield collection.
Okay.
And yeah, I know. So I had
bottom, hey? Yeah, that's good.
Well, no, we jump forward now. This is not the bottom anymore. This is more recent. But
right at the top, baby.
It was it wasn't even really intentional, to be honest. Like I got my first one, which was a pretty big one. It was a Draisaitl Ultimate Shield Auto.
Okay.
It's somewhere in there, but
we'll find it.
Yeah, so I traded again. So just before I get into this, I have to make this analogy. You mentioned Steve Dangle. One thing that he does is he's done trade trees where he'll show like in the NHL, like how a certain trade unfolded. If I made a trade tree of these cards, it would be the most convoluted tree with like 1,000 branches.
Yeah, that's funny.
Legitimately, because like for the amount of cards that I put into them, and then the cards that I put into those cards, like it could go like 10 levels deep. So that was another one that's one of the ones that I kind of wish I still had, because it would go with the theme of the other two.
I think he's telling us, Larry. Here, we'll find out.
So exactly. So I'll explain kind of how the emblems was from the Shield. So I got the Draisaitl Shield, and that was again another consolidation deal. I had, I think, 4 different McDavid scripted swatches from different years of the Cup. See, this is how my brain works. I got one, and then I was like, oh, maybe it'd be cool to get like all the different years.
Now we're talking. That's how you do it.
You'll see a theme of this. So anyways, I had whatever, like 4 of them, and the guy posted on Facebook, and it was one of those posts where like 1,000 people are messaging the guy, and somehow I worked out a deal with him. So like I moved all the McDavids, and then when I got the Shield, it was the first like big one I had ever owned. And I was like, this is pretty cool. And then from there, I ended up getting like 4 or 5 other ones over the course of maybe like 6 months. So I got like a Malkin Ultimate Auto Shield, a Pettersson, like non-auto second year, the Brady Tkachuk that I told you about, Phil, at the time. No, this was the Shield.
No, the Shield.
Oh, okay. Yes, I'm sorry. I got excited. That's one of my questions. I'm sorry. I get excited.
Okay. We get to that one too if you want.
Shields, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So anyways, long story short is I basically consolidated all the Shields towards the emblems. So that was one.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a big trade up, essentially.
All right.
And I mean, like, I had a lot of, I guess, like quantity of good quality cards, and I kind of, I don't know, like once you start consolidating, it's kind of hard to stop. So you get like, you put like a couple $100 of cards into like $1,000 card. And then once you have like multiple, maybe $1,000 cards, you put them into like a $3,000 or $4,000 card. And then all of a sudden, like it kind of gets out of control. So anyways, that's what I ended up doing with that one. Okay. And then the limited logos was pretty similar, but it was way more of a variety. So I traded like, I don't know, 25 or 30 like quality cards, a couple like bigger ones, and then some like more mid-end stuff. A couple of the ones I moved in that deal are ones that I regret moving. Not regret, like, because obviously I'd rather have the McDavid, but like I wish I still kept them. One of them was the triple auto that you brought up before, for example. Okay. So anyways, yeah, I could kind of go as pretty deep on that, but that's the general background on those.
Okay, so how does this segue into mega patches? Because you have I don't know how to start the conversation.
Okay, so we'll start. Okay, go.
Before we get into that, I want to ask: do you still have this?
No, I don't.
You want to know why?
Why?
You have it?
Yeah, it's me. I have.
Do you? Oh, I love that. I'm happy.
I was like, oh my god! I'm like, wait a minute,
awesome.
That's a lot of gold. I'm like, I've seen that before. I ran. I'm like 68.
Amazing. It's cool. A lot of the cards I've owned, I know where they ended up. Like I know where, like who has them now. Like not all of them, but like that the McDavid RPA that you like the premier one you pulled up. Like I know who I gave it to, and then I know who he gave it to, and then I think I know who has it now. So like it's kind of funny how these things change hands, but like it's not like they're not disappearing. They're around. So
do you know what I? So here, well, I mean, I'll be honest. I paid $2,400 for it in 2022. What'd you sell it for? Like 600?
No, it was so I got it in a trade, and then I traded that towards. Let me try and remember
that card.
I'm trying to. So I've done a lot of trades over the time, as you can tell, and I can remember a lot of them decently somehow. But with that one, I know I either
lie to me, Alex. Just lie to me. Tell me a good story.
It was.
Tell Phil what he wants to hear.
I got it. I remember.
Come on, April. Dance.
He doesn't want the truth. He just wants to stroke his ego.
That's fair. Okay. I traded a Draisaitl Future Watch.
Oh my god, it means so much more to me now.
Yeah. But at the time it was valued around like 1,100, maybe like
that's I knew when I went to he had it at 2,500, and I was like, I'll give you two. He's like, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not going lower than 24. I'm like, okay. I just paid him right there. I'm not walking away from that card.
I did it a while ago, so I wouldn't be surprised. Like it's definitely worth more now. But the 4-color patch is big on that one. Like I know
because I only know one other guy that has one, and I know a guy who claims to have it, but he has to tilt the card a certain way for you to see
those
don't like, get out of here. Get out of my face.
Yeah.
Okay, last question, since then I don't have any. Do you still have this?
That's one of the ones I regret moving.
Come on, man. I'm dying to find one. I can't find one. Josh bought one PSA 10 or PSA 9, 10 for like 1,500, 1,600. Oh, what a steal.
So let me give you the background on that card and part of the reason why I regret moving it. So back in if we jump back to like the 2015, 16 time, platinum stuff was not that popular. Like when McDavid came out, not at all.
I made fun of it all the time.
Yeah, I ripped like 10 boxes of 15, 16 platinum, never pulled anything good. And in hindsight, I should just kept them all in a closet, obviously.
No shit. I would have,
I mean, I don't even think I hit a McDavid like base, like marquee from like 10 boxes. Anyways, I bought this card and a Star Rubies from, I think it was like 2013 or 14, 15, maybe, Fleer Showcase. I bought both of them for $50 at the time. Yeah, like together, like so 25 each. Yeah, dude, and I held it for that whole time. And then like I had this Crosby obviously until when it was popular and LPG Platinum blew up and everything. And part of the reason I moved it was because I moved it at over $1,000 value. Like you can, it's almost impossible to do that well. So the reason that I regret it is because beyond patches, like I am a platinum fan and I have a top loader binder, which
dang.
And it is all Matthews and Crosby base platinum parallels. So that's like a little bit of a side PC or project where I basically just whenever I can pick up any version of like the base parallel of those two guys from any year. So I've kind of gone backwards and picked up some of the other Crosbys from 14, 15. So I have like a PSA 10 Red Prism, PSA 10 White Ice.
Okay.
But I don't have the gold anymore. So it's kind of
the seismic golds of 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Yeah.
My Lord. They're I don't know what they did in the print, but like, dude, even look at the centering on that copy you had. Oh my God.
I know. And it's with MNT. That's how you know, I like when I graded that, I wasn't doing it for value. Like, it was just, I did it with MNT. Like, if I sent that to PSA, there's probably a chance I would have got a 10 on that.
Oh, big time. Yeah. And so if you saw it now, you're looking to pick another one up, right?
Yeah, for the right price, obviously. Like, it's tough. See, that's the problem too.
I'm willing to pay more than Alex for a raw size gold. I swear to God, I'll pay more than him.
I bought my first one for $50, so I'm looking for another one for $50.
That's the hard part, though.
Yeah,
I have this bias in my head.
$1,000 on it.
How could I do that? I can't. It's almost like, I'll never do as good. So like,
Alex. So listen, Wayne Gretzky, my favorite hockey card of all time. I saw that card for like $300-$400 at card shows in like 2012. Like, I was like, who's gonna pay that? They're crazy.
Yeah. Brother, is this the blast from the past one?
Yeah, the blast from the past refractor. The cheapest I got mine was $1,200. Okay. I broke it. I was like, I'm never paying over $1,000 for this card. Like 4 years ago, I paid like $1,200, and I was like, I overpaid. I can't believe it. I should have bought them all for $1,000. I know, I'm an idiot.
It's all hindsight.
Yeah, so you can do it. Once you pop the cherry, you just gotta. Trust me, man. I was driving back. I drove like 4 hours to get the first one too, and I was like, the whole way home, I was like, I can't believe I just paid for this card. I bought a Mickey Mouse card for $1,200, and it turns out that's the cheapest I've ever paid for all of mine.
Hey, it's nice when it works out that way. The problem is with a card like this, if it pops up, me, you, and like 100 other people are going to want it. So it's very competitive now. That's the thing.
Yeah, it's basically this isn't a card you see at a show for a decent price and walk away if you want it, right? This seismic gold Sidney Crosby first year, perfect example. You're gonna have to pay out the ass a little bit for that card if you want.
Exactly. Sometimes you got to bite the bullet.
I'm pretty sure the one Josh bought was a PSA 10.
No, it was. You're right, Dave. It was. Yeah, I bought it from
$1,500.
Yeah, I bought it from Steve Quincy, Saskatoon, big boy. Steve Angel, sorry, Steve Quincy. Quincy Cards, Steve Angel from Saskatoon. Yeah, very reasonable dealer, great deals all the time.
I call him Hawaiian shirt guy.
Hawaiian shirt guy. Oh, the big mitts. You ever see? They go different out there, brother. That guy.
I've got deals with him. I know.
He could grab me by my neck and just lift me up, and no problem. Yeah, like one hand too. Yeah, Phil. What did I say? I'm like, Steve, please put me down.
Yeah, he's a funny guy to work with.
Okay, so those are my questions. I'm thoroughly disappointed. That's okay.
I know. So am I.
I would like to point out 1920 is a very unique OPG Platinum year. This is 1920, right? So it doesn't seem to fit a lot of the other years, and I really like it. At first, I did. But
there's the border, like there's no border, kind of.
Yeah, maybe the centering is forgiving.
The bottom, yeah, it's definitely a little bit of a different look.
All right, so I think we can get to your. Oh wow, you have a lot of chronology too.
So okay, do you wanted me to get on the projects? That's another one. So
yeah. This
is more insight into my into how my mind in the hobby works.
Method of your madness.
Yeah, so those ones I actually have them all here. So if I kind of just show you.
Sure. Yeah. No, hold on. Let me give you center stage. I like doing this. Yeah. There we go.
So you'll notice a theme. You got the O.
Toronto.
You just spell it Toronto at different.
Yeah.
So and then I got, well, they're all here, but it's the whole Maple Leafs.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, so beautiful, man. That's
when cool. I won't go through them all, but when this set came out, what I did was I looked at the checklist, and like rather than going for one player's nameplate, I put all of the Leafs into Excel. I looked at all the letters in their last names and thought, is it possible to make Toronto Maple Leafs using every player in the checklist? And there's 15 Leafs, and Toronto Maple Leafs has 17 letters, and there was. So I basically, this Toronto Maple Leafs is made up of at least one of each of the players in the checklist.
Right.
Are you gonna frame it or shadow box it or something, or
that was the intention when I did it, because I did it when this came out. I've had these for a while. Like again, these are one of those like type of PC cards that I've never brought to a show. I've never put them for sale. Right. Like I never intended to move them. But like with framing them, I'm just wary about like the autographs, and I don't want anything to get faded. So I don't know, maybe one day, but for now they've kind of just been on the side here. But
okay. So that's a great project. See, that's the thing though. When your cards are off to the side, you know what you have, but there's $1 million idea out there of presentation with cards, and I feel there's a company on the cusp of it. We're so close, right? Like just slot it in, slot it out, some type of one-touch standard system.
Yeah.
Your wife, it'll be okay. Natalie, you know what I mean? You could put some adhesive on the wall. The big unit just slides in, no nails, none of that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
There's something there. Come on. There's somebody loaded with money with no entrepreneurs. The only entrepreneurs we have in our hobby are guys who hit big cards and breaks. Oh, I'm an entrepreneur. Which we'll find one after with our Black McDavid Dazzler update. I'll explain it.
Oh, good.
Okay, so how like look at this, man. That's crazy. Like, how did you do that?
I got glad you brought those ones up. I have those ones right here.
So that looks pretty awesome.
So these are all Matthews too. So they're all matching, like they're all from the same
I didn't
jersey.
even notice. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. So
like what does that run you? Like are you okay with numbers? I'm
Yeah. So it's funny when I made that post and everything, I was shocked by how many people just asked how much it's worth or how much I paid or how much it costs. But,
I like bluntness. I like being bold. Yeah.
I know. I'm totally fine to talk about it. I mean, people who are familiar with the mega patch market.
Thanks, Larry. I appreciate it. Thank you.
There's a lot of sales history for these types of cards. Some are harder to find than others, but the two major factors are, I guess maybe the three major factors would be the player, the team, and the patch, obviously. So for Matthews, I consider those the best pieces of the 24. For example. So I guess in terms of cost, a bad player on a bad team with a bad patch could be $50. The opposite side, a nice McDavid. So this is another one that I kind of regret moving, but I had a piece of the oil drop of one of the more recent megas, and that one I ended up selling it for $3,000.
Holy shit! Wow. 3 large?
Wow. Yeah. For that one piece, the one mega. And it was a nice piece of the oil drop. It was I don't know, I guess some of these things have become more significant now in the hobby, those types of cards.
I haven't been paying attention. I full disclosure, I do not pay attention. I just see them on the tables. I don't ask, I don't look. I see sends all the time. It doesn't, it's not my thing.
Fair. That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not your thing, because that's not really what you collect, other than very specific,
I'm a card snob, and everyone should be. So everyone should be a card snob. Absolutely.
So
I'm a snob for the megas.
Those more modern cards, your radar isn't, keen to what the value is of it.
Exactly. But for me, because I've collected so many of these and for so long now, I'm very in tune with the value of pretty much any of them. So it's when you're looking at this stuff as so frequently and dealing with it so directly, I don't know, you kind of just learn. And you understand it well.
So are people? Is this an avid? I have a couple of cards. I can count once a week. Hey man, I know you don't want to sell it, but I don't bother. Everything's for sale. I mean, I'll sell Hasselhoff for the right price.
You're saying for some of this stuff of mine?
Yeah, if someone. So I had a comment in here.
Yeah, someone said
that would put a big dent in my mortgage. So I would let's just say that I'd probably heavily consider that.
Have you ever gotten a full value of your whole collection?
No, partially because I know what I paid for everything. I have I track everything, and I'm very in tune with values of stuff. So I have a good idea of what it's worth. If I ever really, really wanted to move everything at once, there's maybe a couple trusted people that I go to get opinions or kind of advice. But I haven't really tried. And I don't intend to just move my whole collection. Like I said, I've shifted a lot of stuff around, but in some way or another, I'm always going to be collecting.
You're feeling good about where you're at right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Do you insure it or have a policy that kind of covers?
It's a good question.
I have a big Rottweiler named Daisy.
Exactly.
Not yet. Don't tempt Natalie. She's trying to get a dog, but that's a separate thing.
Once it happens, it's forever. I'm just telling you.
I know.
I tried to hold it off for so long, and once it happened, then it was lots more. It wasn't just one.
I'm a dog guy, so I want it to happen. I just don't want it to happen while I have an 8-month-old.
No, don't. You won't give the dog the proper focus it deserves. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah. Wait till your baby can go like kindergarten. There you go.
Yeah, something like that, right?
They're not gonna remember the dog anyways. Get them when they're like 7, 8, and then they remember the dog.
Exactly. Yeah. So to your point, Dave, on the insurance side, I think like actually that's a bigger conversation of something that needs to be brought forth more in the hobby. Like I think I know there's some people working behind the scenes, I think, on this topic, but I don't think there's like a very good clear-cut option where, like a lot of people have like an option to insure their cards. So for me personally, the way I guess I kind of did it was like under my home policy.
Right. Right.
So that's the most
same. That's what I do.
Yeah, exactly.
When I looked at it, I actually approached my home policy, like my agent, and he was like, nope, none of it's covered.
Really?
They like specifically it's not covered. So I actually had to go and do a bunch of research and find a company that would insure it because I was not protected at all. And, living in California and with the wildfires that we have here, I have a fireproof safe, and it's only fireproof for like an hour. So if my house goes up, it's not lasting.
It's not, man.
It's a legit concern.
That was one of the things. Once my collection got to a certain level, I was like, I have to get this just so I can sleep at night. Or when I was on vacation, I was always worried about it.
Yeah.
So
that's definitely a fear. Maybe not particularly on the fire side as much, but like just in general of like, even like when there's heavy rainfall, people have flooded basements. Like I'm in my basement now, like my whole collection's down here. It's like, and I like to display stuff. Like behind me, there's a bunch of mega patches in the showcase. Like I don't want them sitting in a box, right?
I wanted to bring some of my collection to like the expo to show it off or to use as traders. And I was always afraid that if I brought it and something happened, but my insurance policy covers me even traveling with the card. So if something happened, then so that made it like, it was so much nicer to be able to travel and know that I have that protection in case something went wrong while I was carrying them around. So
I think like if something good comes up, like that, I like for like an option like that, I would definitely consider it, like going through a third party, specifically for cards. Like, and like I said, I think the Slab Sharks guys might be working on that. So
I think you need to pay attention to the chat, Alex.
Oh no, the trolls are rolling in.
No, I think your wife's making a deal.
Yeah.
So Jesse just gave your family a deal, and Natalie responded.
Yeah, that's Natalie
on his way over.
So disclosure: Natalie only owns 49%, so she cannot make that decision. She cannot decide.
I want to mention on since we're talking about insurance, I can say a little bit. I know we have an interview coming up within the month with this gentleman Enzo Ferrari, I believe is his name.
I saw his profile. He followed me recently on Instagram.
Yeah, so I think we'll have the Gong Show. We'll have a lot more to say
awesome.
Sooner than later about insuring our collection separate from our house policies. So we'll see.
I'll be listening.
See what Enzo has to say. I would like to actually be like the first guinea pig, because I would love to insure my collection separately from my home policy.
Add me to the list.
Yeah, I'm willing to do that. So hopefully Enzo can help me out and we can document it the whole way. And then we can open up the door for the rest of the hobby. Hobby.
And I do know because Enzo's actually the very first person I talked to about it.
Oh, good.
He's only able to insure in Canada, at least at the time when I talked to him. And so I did go with a different company, but there are definitely options out there. If you
Let's blame Canada.
That's good.
There we go.
But I agree. I think it's very overlooked in our hobby. When I've talked to people about it, it doesn't seem like a lot of people have put a lot of thought in that, and it's scary sometimes if you have a good collection. And I have a buddy on my hockey team who lost his entire collection in a fire. So.
It's like a nightmare.
I guess it went for more than an hour, in his safe.
It did. His whole house went. I mean, he lost a lot more than his collection. He lost his entire house and everything. It was pretty bad.
You're safe. It's only good for an hour, babe. We gotta go.
Grab the safe.
Oh man. The one question, Phil, do me a favor and ask when you have that interview, because I would figure they'd need some sort of itemized list of the values of everything. But if you're moving cards frequently, like that's the one thing I've always thought of. Like, but what if the list gets outdated in like a month, for example?
Like you have to semi-annually give it value, reappraise it.
Mine is if it was under $15,000 in value, you didn't have to list it specifically.
Oh, like for one card?
For one card.
Wow. So, okay.
And you can just insure a collection. And they said, as long as you have documented, and I'm like, well, everything that's in my collection, I posted on Instagram, and they're like, that's good enough.
That's that's pretty good.
Really?
So, yeah, because that shows the card. It has a picture of it. It has this, if it's numbered, it has the numbered whatever. So that you can use. And makes sense. As long as nothing, and I don't have anything over 15,000 in my collection, so it wasn't a problem. So you can just insure to a certain amount, and as your collection increases, you can just add insurance to it.
That's awesome.
You still have these, right, Alex?
Yes, those I do have.
Okay.
Yeah.
The white ice is amazing, eh? I know that wasn't it, but the white ice is
yeah, I don't know if I've shared the white ice because I got that one somewhat recently.
I haven't seen it yet.
I have it over here beside me. I can grab it, but
right on.
Yeah, then it becomes very mega centric.
No kidding. So what's your current plan with these? Are you just picking them up as much? Do you
want to start from the beginning of the mega conversation now?
Yeah.
Okay. So the first mega I ever got was in 2016. And in 2016-17 Premier, there were 3 Leafs: Matthews, Marner, Nylander, all rookie year, all game used cards. So I know that's another conversation topic in the hobby, but one of the reasons that I've latched onto this set is that every single mega patch from every single year and every single player are all game used. Yeah, I'm not a fan of manufactured cards at all. That was the one that I was talking about.
That's the 3K one?
Yeah.
That is such a nice card. Oh,
I know. So, anyways, in 2016-17, they used the Centennial Classic jersey for Marner and Nylander. So I went to that game, and that was probably another fond memory, I guess, of the hockey hobby, collecting, etc.
Yeah.
And another thing, again, that appeals to me a lot is in terms of unique stuff is pieces that you can point back to a specific game. So those were some of the ones. So I have a lot of them behind me, but I'll show.
Okay.
So another set that I'm very close on is the shoulder logo. So we got the Marner. This is
wow, nice.
Yeah, so this one has a piece of the CN Tower. It's number 2 out of 5. And then I have the whole that's backwards. I have the whole bottom piece.
Holy moly, this guy's Alex, you're crazy. I love it.
Yeah. And so actually with this one, I have 2 out of 5 of the Nylanders behind me too. But yeah, so cards like this, these patches are you're not going to find this stuff again. They're not using these jerseys ever again.
Yeah, that's wild,
and, again, this is rookie year. I know what game it was used in. And to me, it's just super unique. Right. And so anyways, going back to how I started was I picked up one of the Nylander logos at the time, and I kind of just went crazy from there. I got one in person, and I really just fell in love with the way the set was, how it's like a puzzle that you're trying to complete. Again, with everything that I've kind of told you, it makes sense. The OCD in me was I need to get as many of these as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then since that day, so Megas debuted in 14-15 Premier. And I was not collecting them at the time. But when I started, I basically went backwards, getting whatever I could. And then shout out to Anthony, Felix Collector.
Yeah.
Brother from another
good guy.
Very Mediterranean evening we have here.
Oh yeah. So yeah, basically at the time, I kind of just went crazy and picked up as many Leafs as I possibly could. And I did that every year until the last few years when they started getting really competitive, and it was just getting a lot harder, more costly. And again, it's to the point where if you try and do a logo like this now, you better have the money ready. You got to pretty much win every single one you see, no matter how much you have to pay for it. So it's
everyone.
Basically, it's not even. I'm not even kidding. Depending on how you want to do it, it's super hard now. So beyond obviously this one that I showed, and I can kind of give you the backstory on that one. I have a variety of pieces from all other years and all other players. So like the Nylander Centennial logo is like there's 20 pieces, and I have 12. I have 12 of them. So those are the ones you see there that I've posted some of them. And these are like, again, they're like, you're not going to find similar ones. And the problem is, like, I'm at the point where it's almost impossible to find the ones that I need still.
Oh, there's Leo.
So I know, right? Shout out to Taylor too. He's another big mega patch collector who focuses on Nylander, and I actually moved some of my non-rookie ones to him. Okay. So what I had ended up doing over time was kind of, I guess, consolidating or focusing on certain sets within the mega patches.
Okay.
So
does this go for less than this? Like, there's more breaks in it, bro. Look at the right angles.
The numbers, no, I'd say the numbers are all the same.
So so this would go for more.
Yeah, so that would go for more than like the
Give me an example. Piece. What's this? Like 4K, 2K, 1K?
So the thing is, with something like this, like one of these hasn't sold for a long time publicly, like a Nylander rookie Centennial. A regular Nylander from recent years could go anywhere from like 200 to 400 for a non-rookie. So like if I were to ever move these ones, like my starting number would probably be double that at least, right? Again, because it's rookie year, game used, and it's from that Centennial jersey. Like these are all things that cannot be replicated.
I would think this is like what, 500 to 1,000 more than this. No,
I don't know. I mean, those are two nice pieces. Like the thing about this logo is there's a lot of pieces that are nice. I can try and let me just see if I can. So it's all back there. Can you see that? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can see that. Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah. So, so anyways, that specific one is probably my ultimate hobby goal. If I can complete the Frankenstein logo of the Centennial Classic logo,
Frankenstein logo. I love the lingo. Yeah. Look at this hobby lingo.
I'll explain that too. So the Frankenstein, because a lot of people are confused by it in my post, is just it's a mega patch set that's made up of different players. Because it's virtually impossible to complete one of one player. Like imagine trying to collect all 25 red outbursts of a young gun. That's basically what you have to do.
Yeah.
Like
it's impossible.
It's impossible.
It's
exactly.
Not going to happen.
And there are people who are close in the hobby, but I don't think anyone's ever actually completed a single player full logo. So completing like a Frankenstein is pretty much the next best thing. And there's even the Frankensteins, there's not that many. Like there are other teams that have been completed. No Leaf ones, but so anyways, that would be like one of my ultimate goals for sure.
Do you wish they maybe signed the card?
No. These are not cards that, like, I'm a huge limited logos fan too, and that autographs work on that type of card and like the lineage of what it is. Mega patches were never signed, and they never need to be signed.
Yeah. Okay.
In my opinion, it's just not what the card's about.
No, stay firm. Yeah, stay firm. Do
you buy an open wax, or do you just basically?
Look at this.
I have that one too.
Only buy.
Like so I open wax casually. So like I'll open up boxes here and there. But I definitely do not open Premiere. So out of all the mega patches I've ever owned, I've never pulled one.
Okay. Do you have what's your biggest card you've pulled opening wax?
Oh, my luck has been terrible. I've been collecting for so long time, and I don't think I've ever pulled anything like that significant, to be honest. I can't even think of it because it's not good. So
nothing that memorable then.
Nothing that memorable.
Here's one.
Oh no, I know that story, but no, I wish.
What's that?
No one of one Swaymans, I asked.
No one of one Swaymans.
It's never going to happen again. That was a freak accident.
Here's one. Okay, so not pulled directly, but you had it up earlier. I had the manufacturer's mark of Dion Phaneuf, the one of one. That was pulled in a group break from Klutz and Chara back in 2011. And I own that card for like a good 10 plus years before I moved that one. But like something like that maybe is one of the more unique things I've pulled. But I definitely haven't pulled anything like dollar-wise that's super significant.
Right.
Okay.
And I open up less wax now than I used to because I'm just focused on singles. Like I really just care about what I care about. Like I'll do it for fun sometimes, but not so often.
Yeah.
Mike Zilla here's got a good question.
Yep.
So for a newer fan, where would he? Well, here, I'll just read it. I might have missed this, but does anyone know good groups or contacts for completing sets like this and Letterman?
Yes, totally. So for the mega patches, there's a Facebook group called Mega Patch Maniacs.
That's a good start.
Yeah, definitely fall into that category. That's a good place for mega specifically. And then there's also a like draft day jumbo Letterman group where people like complete the black diamond jumbos and like the chronology Lettermans and stuff. So those are probably your two best like very specific bets.
How do you find so Facebook is something I haven't tapped into at all yet.
Oh, you should. You're missing out a lot.
I know. And so what's kind of your advice for someone who hasn't entered that market to kind of get started and to find these groups to find what you're looking for?
Yeah. So I'd say there's a handful of I'd say the more popular key general groups for hockey. So like I think Hockey Cards Marketplace is like one of the bigger ones. I think there's like 20,000
general group members.
Yeah, those ones are definitely the ones where you want to join, like get a lay of the land. Like the thing is you have to, there's a lot in the groups in terms of just like what people post for sale, this and that. Like I said, like razzes or raffles, like group breaks, there's too much almost. So you have to like go in and like get a feel for it, join a couple of them, like look through the posts, just see how people do business.
Introduce yourself.
Yeah.
Have you found subgroups through these groups? That's kind of how you found, like you've connected with different people, or how have you found like subgroups?
Yeah, for sure. In some ways, like I guess the more when you start getting into it, the more active you are. Like I'm pretty active. Like I'm checking groups essentially every day, or even just scrolling through, right? Because you never know what people are going to post on there, right? Like I've got quite a bit of my collection just randomly seeing it on Facebook.
Yeah, I really need to tap into that.
You do. So the benefit is once you start making a name for yourself and like doing deals and stuff like that, you also find like-minded collectors who will look out for you. So I have collected these long enough and talked to enough people that like there are a handful of guys that like if they see one of these things, they'll just send it to you or they'll tag me. Yeah. And it's helped a lot. Like I've gotten a lot of my cards just from someone saying like, like I found this at a show. Like, do you need it? And then like, otherwise I would have never seen it.
Got a question here, Alex. You may have already shared this, but what is your favorite player in your card? It's Gardner.
Yeah. Favorite. It's a tough one. One of my favorites probably would have to be the Marner I showed, like the Centennial patch with the CS Tower.
Pretty amazing, yeah.
It's just like so unique. Like you'll never find anything like it. So something like that. Like this is a card that if I had to sell off 90% of my collection, it'd probably be in the 10% I don't move.
Got it.
I think one of your boys here.
Do you have a specific player in Toronto that's your favorite as far as?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big Matthews fan for sure.
Okay.
Like, look, the problem with the Leafs, and this is a whole nother rabbit hole, but like, I'm a fan of like a lot of the team. Like, I'm a Marner fan, I'm a Matthews fan. Like, the players like get a lot of hate, and the thing is, when you collect the guys, like, there's almost a different like perspective you look at it with. It's not like, this player's bad, and like I want them to leave the Leafs. Like the fact that Marner's probably not going to resign, like I'm not super thrilled about that, right? Like a lot of people are happy about it. Me sitting here like with my Marner collection, I'm like, it kind of sucks. But it is what it is. Like he's played a part in the Leafs history, and like I don't think that discounts the cards, right? Or the significance of being a Leaf card, for example. But yeah, if I'm saying like favorite player, you got to go with Matthews, like generational goal scorer. Like those guys don't come around too often. So
Does it bother you that he always gets hurt in training camp and then he reminds everybody at the end of the playoff exit?
Yeah.
Does that kind of get under your skin?
A little bit. It's ironic timing that we're doing this because if you had asked me, or if I had come on last week, the conversation around this might have been.
Yeah, you beat me. I'm a shit talker, man. Oh, you can shut me up pretty well. You can't, but
no.
Question though, I have a question. Are you concerned about your Matthews or Marner cards dipping?
So in general, Matthews and Marner cards, Marner, yes, for sure. Like any player who gets traded or leaves the Leafs, most of the time their cards go down. Like I've been through it with Jake Gardner and with many other players where your collection can like get halved in value if they go to the wrong team or this or that. So the thing about my stuff specifically, And, you know, obviously like other people are in different boats, but a lot of what I've owned over the years of these guys, I've gotten rid of or consolidated. So for Marner, for example, I think 95% of my Marner cards are mega patches. So
that's good.
Yeah. So like, obviously it's not fantastic, and maybe some of the values of those might go down, maybe not, but I'm not that worried about it. I'm not like I'm not going to go fire sell them if he moves on. Like, it's part of my collection still.
Right. You'd probably get less value right away, right? Wouldn't you? Because everyone's doing that. I don't know how Toronto, because I wasn't really, you guys haven't really had a player to latch on to since 2016, 17 Matthews, right?
Yeah.
The last 10 years have been a little like different in my card collecting. I'm like, I've never seen so many.
Nyes is the guy now.
Oh, dude, if I want his young guns. That's the only Leaf card, modern day Leaf card. He is a gamer, man. I love that guy.
I'm a huge fan. The way he played in the playoffs, like that's the bright light. Like that's what you want to see from everyone. The amount of effort that guy puts on every shift. Like, oh man. But
dude, he's a game changer. He's a great role player right now. Like, and man, big fan of Matthew Nyes.
So yeah, like I'd look to pick up some Nyes cards for sure. But like the thing about this conversation is we fast forward X amount of years, and if Nyes ever leaves the Leafs, you're in the same boat. So it's not like, I don't know, it's kind of tough. You have to like understand the niche of collecting sometimes when it comes to team collecting. And like with Leafs specifically, like collectors are super hardcore, super passionate, but like sometimes if you get the wrong guy or if the guy ends up leaving, like it might not age very well. But again, like it depends what your goal is, right? Like if your goal is not money centered, then maybe that doesn't matter as much to you.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of my 2 cents on that.
Right on, brother. Well, Alex, thank you very much for everything. Anything you want to show before we let you go?
Or
is there anything so people can follow you on Instagram?
Yeah.
Is there anything you'd like us and the chat to, so you want to be messaged if there's any mega patch? Like if I'm at the show tomorrow and I'm like, whoa, that's crazy. I think Alex would like that. Do you like DMs or no DMs?
Yeah, no, I'm cool with that. Okay. I love talking to collectors. Like I love just talking cards in general, as you guys probably have noticed. So
you're very personable, very approachable. Your wife clearly made a good choice. Good job, Natalie. She sold her cards though, but other than
that, your collection's gone.
I gotta hide. I gotta hide
over.
And, is it a boy or a girl you had? 8-month-old.
Girl, Sophia.
Oh, wow.
Shout out to her. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Big shout out to her. Yeah, absolutely. Daddy, you have a baseball bat at the front closet?
Maybe I should, but no. Safe neighborhood, so it's all good. But
okay, so anything. Yeah. So what are you in the next 6 months? Where do you see your collection going? Where would you like to see it?
Yeah, so without kind of going on a tangent, I guess, two things. So the main mega set beyond the one that I kind of completed is from the newest premiere. The Leafs finally have had a new unique logo in the All-Star logo from hosting the All-Star game.
Oh, really?
So I have 2 out of 4.
Oh, cool.
With the All-Star patches. So this one is a pretty cool one. It's Matthews with the shield on it.
Only 4? Oh my God.
Yeah, it makes the whole star. So I need 3 and 4 of any of the, there's 5 Leafs on the checklist. Yeah. My buddy Jesse's going for it as well, so he has one of the pieces that a similar one. He has like the same one of this of Riley, but I haven't really seen many of them beyond that. So
he's talking shit, man. Yeah. He's talking shit. He's coming for the
he's coming for the set. Yeah, come to me first, and then I'll give Jesse the ones that I get another one.
I love it, Jesse. We'll have you on another time. Yeah. We'll pin you against each other.
So you would prefer when you Frankenstein it together to have 4 separate players instead of like maybe 2 of the same player? Like,
it depends,
or it doesn't really matter.
You can't be too picky. I'll put it that way. So like if I will try to get one of each piece, no matter who it is. Okay. But if I can, let's say like upgrade one or match one. Yeah. Ideally, like if I had all 4 Matthews, that would be the ultimate goal. But I'm totally fine mixing it up.
Maybe you'll find maybe Jesse will score a couple and you guys can switch, kind of thing.
Yeah. We go through that enough. So hopefully there's enough that we can both finish it. So hopefully that's what happens.
Your card buddies live near you?
Yeah, so I got
lucky.
I've got a lot of guys into the hobby, Phil, to be honest. Like throughout the years, I guess like I have a lot of buddies who are just hockey fans in general, but obviously they hear and have to listen to what I do with the cards and brought them to shows and this and that. So like I've definitely helped grow it in that sense, just bringing it and branching it out to people and bringing them to the
be an
expo.
ambassador. Being the ambassador for the hobby in your community. That's my goal everywhere I go.
I try for sure. Yeah. Right, and then they come to the expo and then they're like, all right, now I'm hooked. So
that's what you gotta do. You gotta, the dragon is the expo. Chase the dragon. You got it. Alex, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Dave.
Thank you guys.
That was awesome. Awesome, Alex. Thanks for
happy chatting. And anytime. I'm always happy to talk cards. As my wife jokes, if I go to do a deal in person, it ends up taking like an hour because I just talk to the guy about cards the whole time. So
are you well rehearsed of other modern cards? Like you like to jump in other conversations like the new metal. Are you paying attention or no?
Yeah, for sure. Like it depends. I'm more well versed in some sets than others. Like I said, I'm not a huge like insert guy. Like, so with respect to metal, like I think some of the cards are cool, but I don't necessarily collect them as much.
Okay.
I know a lot about them, but like when it comes to
attention, right? Like I'm trying to be well adjusted to everything. So I have something I can be involved in the conversation.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm pretty up to date, like just watching, whether it's even just watching box openings of new products and stuff like that.
Nice.
Like, you know, so yeah. So I'm in tune with all that. And then the only other thing really that I'm trying to do to, I guess, rebuild a lot of the stuff I moved is get more like, let's call it blue chip patch autos. So you'd appreciate these ones.
Oh, but, baby. Yeah, those are blue chips.
I haven't showed these off yet. These are from the show. This one's from Grant. Shout out to Grant.
Yeah, GPS, my little brother. I love him. Yeah.
So I'd love to pick up more of these types of cards. So
okay,
I'm really digging those honorable members cards. They're kind of like, I haven't pulled the trigger on anyone, but they're definitely like high on my priority list.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that!
They go for good money though. So
Alex, what'd you do to my friend Dave? Look at him; he's got the bug now.
I convert people, Phil. You watch the amount of people that like
high five. Good, I love it.
They started collecting megas because I did. It's there's a few people on that list. But it's okay. I'm all for it.
Best comment. We'll end with this. No joke. This was one of the best episodes. So
informative. Thank you, Anthony.
Great collection. Right on, Anthony.
I appreciate that.
Thank you, Alex. We'll talk
Thanks
soon.
Again, guys.
Thanks, brother.
Take care.
Oh, I did cut him off again. Crap. That was awesome, man. Alex was wicked.
Dude, yeah.
Oh, this is getting so fun, man. That was nuts. I'm always like, okay, 20 minutes, it'll be cool. Oh, we could have talked all night, man.
Dude,
that's
yeah. His cards were insane. I mean, that's like speaking my jam right there. Those are the cards that get me going, like what he had in his collection. That was,
he's swinging a big wiener at that Instagram account. Holy crap. And I like how yeah, man, I get along with guys like that. He's very calm, reserved, but outgoing, you know? And those Centennial, I'm looking at my screen like you guys can see it now. Those Centennial patches were, I really don't pay attention to that shit. Do you? Like, no.
Oh, yeah. So here's my thing is I have like a set of things that I'm like really paying attention to.
Yeah.
And then I'll like add things and take away things when I start noticing. I'm like, you know what? I kind of like I was kind of really big into like Fanimation 16-bit cards. And now all of a sudden I'm kind of like not as excited about those cards anymore. And I'm getting more into like I've started really looking at those honorable member cards. I haven't pulled the trigger on one yet, but those I'm following them. I keep like bidding on some, but I'm always like missing out, you know? And so there's certain things that I like started to get more interested in. So as I add things, I try to take away things that I realize I'm not as interested in anymore.
That happens with memory with me. One bloop, bloop.
In one and out goes the other.
But I still know my first girlfriend's phone number, 613-592-5445. Aaron Shorey. Hey.
Try it. See if it works.
Your mom doesn't like me. Anyways. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm still like, Alex was fantastic.
That was sweet.
Brother, that was wicked. And it's good for me too, to schmooze with Leaf fans, you know?
Yeah.
Get off my high horse, you know?
Yeah, exactly. You need
to
have the peace.
Okay.
Hey, you guys are both out of the playoffs now, so you can be friends. So
That's true. Okay, you ready?
Yeah, what are we doing? Oh, good vibs?
Do you want to do good vibs?
Let's do some good vibs.
Okay, hold on.
All right. You draw the music, I'll pull up the story.
California Dave with vibs so sweet, from sunny shores to hockey's beat, trading cards and tales that warm the heart. Good vibs only, that's his art. Tune in, folks. California days, spreading joy everywhere.
I'm going to make a new song. I hate that song.
Every time I see the picture of your face with Rebecca's ponytails hanging out the back,
Dave, stop it. That's you and me on vacation in Maui. It was a magical weekend.
Was that right after you swam out of the water because there was a shark in it?
Yeah. And then you carried me out like Arnold Schwarzenegger with Alyssa Milano at the end of Commando.
I was David Hasselhoff running down the beach. You saw Pamela Anderson in the distance.
Thank you, my hero. With my big chest hair.
Yes.
No, I got my undershirt on. Okay, anyways, here.
Okay.
Right. So
I got Kylie to do some artwork for me.
Okay.
So this story comes from our Discord from East Coast 76.
Okay.
Although I have attended the Sports Expo before, this time felt completely different. It was my first visit since discovering the Gongshow community. And it made me realize how much more meaningful the show is with a community behind it. I'm not someone who usually needs help coming out of my shell, but I chose to engage beyond small talk, and it made all the difference. I met Steve, a U.S. military veteran, and his friend from Michigan, who shared stories about attending games at the old Detroit Olympia. I spoke with John F., a collector of over 50 years, who recommended a book that paralleled my own journey. I connected with Quan from Martin Sports Cards, who was proudly wearing a Gongshow hat and shared my passion for Sidney Crosby. He even had someone cover his booth so he could personally walk me over to see some incredible Crosby cards. I even met Ken Reed, who was there with his kids. We grew up in the same county, and we went to the same LCS, although at different times as he is younger than I. And of course, meeting the Gongshow crew in person was an unforgettable highlight. Over the years, I've had many hobbies, but they were always solitary and temporary. Now, for the first time, it feels like I'm part of a community, and that has added a whole new meaning to the journey. So it's not like a very specific event or card or something like that, but what's really cool about this story is how he was able to basically decide that he wanted to make the expo a more meaningful experience and connect with friends more. And I think as these stories come in and the more that I hear from people and the connections, me and Phil, we met at the expo, we met through this community. Some of my closest friends are now.
We actually met at a restaurant.
We did meet at the restaurant, but it was Jeremy Lee's event that was from the expo.
I was actually going to the bush to take a leak, and then I looked up and I saw Josh like this. And I was like, oh, bad bush to take a leak in. And you were saying, I'm like, who's this guy sitting beside Josh? That would have been interesting. I put on my hog. I guess that's Bill.
I don't remember that part.
That's okay. Well, it didn't happen. I didn't pee. I went in. Yeah, I'm civilized.
Yes.
That's a great story, man.
But it's just a very cool. I mean, this community is so cool, and doing like a show like this, it just puts us in an opportunity where we have an awesome chat who comes and joins us every Friday night, and they talk and communicate, and they share this night with us, and it's really cool to see just like a large group of people come together and share in this hobby, which is kind of a funny, weird, nerdy hobby. But, beyond that, there's like friendships and connections and relationships that brew from this thing. And I think really, like I've always said, my favorite part about collecting isn't the cards. It's the people that I've met and the relationships I've made because of this hobby. And so
well said. And
awesome.
I find it's a good environment for, I know we have bad actors. I know we have bad stories.
Of course.
I'm not a good vibes only guy always. You got to call out bullshit when it's bullshit. You can't just stand by.
Yeah.
But I will say this, coming from the silver coin community and the silver bar community, even a lot of other different community, even a church community, whatever. This one community, we can figure out a hustler pretty quick. I know they're out there, but they have to work a little harder. It's just if you burn someone pretty bad and it's obvious, you're kind of done.
Yeah.
Right? Like you're not probably going to get dealt with too often. And I've seen it. I mean, more so in the last like 10 years, I guess. But the community talks, and we are small. And if you're doing a lot of stupid shit, you're probably not going to last.
And,
you know,
and everyone has each other's backs. That's the other thing that I've noticed. Yeah. I mean, you know, just what we were talking about now, you know, Alex has someone who's got his back when cards pop up and they're messaging him and said, hey, you know, I saw this card, you know, people look out for each other. They find things, you know, I get DMs. I get people who are like, hey, did you see this Robitaille? Or, hey, I have this Robitaille. Are you interested? So people look out for me because they know I collect Luca Robitaille, you know? And so it's just really cool.
It feels good, right? Like
it feels great. Yeah.
Even if you don't want the damn card, you're like, no, I got it. But the man, I love you, brother. Thank you.
Exactly. Yeah. It's always very, very appreciative when people reach out and hit me up or send me to, or, hey, did you see this got posted on eBay, you know, or whatever. And so, and then I feel good when I can send someone that, you know, there's exactly where someone collects something and I send them a message and say, hey, did you see this? It popped up. And, you know, one time someone was like, oh my gosh, thanks for sending that to me. I bought it right away. It was awesome, you know? And so that it's just more enjoyable when you include other people. So
totally agree, Dave. Well said. Great vibs. Good vibs. Okay. Let me, I want to give a quick update for our Dazzler, McDavid.
Oh, yes.
Okay. So I meant to black out his name. I'm sorry, Alan. I'm sorry. I'm not picking on you. Okay. This happens to all new people, newish people. And I'm sorry if you're not new, but you probably are. So, he posted this card, was looking for offers. I offered $80. My ego's in the way. I can't, my pride. I can't do it. So I saw this post a few days ago. And I laughed because I was like, he was fit, you know, people were fit. He was fishing for hundreds more. So okay. So this is the update. Okay. So he's and I've just been following it. And here, I'll post the next picture. And it's over now. Someone purchased the card and it wasn't me. And this is how it went down. I'll offer 40 sold. So, okay, let's recap. Okay. So a few weeks ago, I wanted a black Dazzler McDavid. A guy posted it on Facebook. I posted the comment. I guess I could post it. And I said, I'll give you 80. And then a couple of people came to his defense. Oh, there's one for over 1,000 on eBay. Okay. I'm sure there's a ripped pair of shoes on eBay for $500 too. No one's buying. What it is for sale does not mean what it's buying. We all know that. And listen, if you're in the chat, if you're newer, show some humility. So Dave's going to go on Facebook and he's going to learn about limited logos. What are you buying? Honorable numbers. He's not going to go in there like an honorable numbers expert after like 3 days, but most people do. So I'm pretty sure Alan is obviously very successful. I'm going to assume in whatever he does in life. He probably drives a Mercedes, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe he drives a Tercel. I have no idea. I'm going to assume he does. Okay. So when you come into our nerdy hobby, you feel that those other life things, those IRL things can be applicable in our hobby. And our hobby is so absolutely bonkers. There's no logic to it, right? There's trends that we can try and jump in stream and follow, but that's about it. I mean, you can't really predict. Like, I can't predict if another human's going to score a hat trick or not. I mean, what the hell's that shit? So entrepreneurship, clearly. Yes, Thomas, we have listeners. You're not an entrepreneur if you hit a big card, for God's sakes. Anyways, so so I offered $80. The guy, no ill will. Nobody was rude. I just think there was a lot of misguided advice. He didn't take my $80 offer like a few weeks ago. And then now he took the 40. So
I have a theory.
Okay, go ahead.
So I think when you offered him 80, and he got the idea that it was worth a lot more than that, and then maybe eventually realized, okay, it's not worth 80. And even though he probably knew he could have gone back to you and sold it for you for 80, I think he was like, "There's no way in hell I'm selling it to this dude." So he was just like, "I'll take it, any offer from any other person." And so
I love it.
As soon as someone gave him an offer, he's like, "Done." Like almost like,
I want to be done with this shit. He's out of collecting. He sold all his cards. That's it. I hate cards. Cards are crazy. I said, just take the McDavid. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm hunting for that tomorrow. Okay. Did you want to show some cards, Dave, or something?
Oh, I got a couple. I just got 3 things in the mail. So
okay, yeah, let's show them. So hold on. Can we just recap what we need to do? So your mail, my game, and I just wanted to show some of the traders I'm going for tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm not going to take a big card show video. I'm going to take more of a Phil's on a mission video. Because everyone knows what the card show is. Like, hey, I'm going to Montreal. This is the expo. And here, but like, I don't know. I want to try something different. I might fall flat on my face. I have no idea. I want to tell more stories than just show the show. Everyone knows what the damn show is. I want to tell maybe a story.
You want to be a storyteller.
I like telling, like Aesop's fables, Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What do you got there?
Here we go.
I'm giving you main stage there.
All right. So I believe I know what card this is. Oh yeah. Just another one in my Glow Peachy collection. So here's the Draisaitl.
Atta boy.
I don't know if I'm going for the full set. I've kind of collected all the main guys.
Okay.
So I still have to decide whether I want to just go for it and collect the last. I don't know. I think there's 20 and I have like 10 of them, but I have like the main.
Exactly.
No, I just don't remember.
You need a Neil in your life with a spreadsheet.
I know. Okay. Oh wait.
Or go to hockeychecklist.com.
I'm going to save that one for last. That's a good one. Fragile. Handle with care.
Fragile, as they say in Italy.
Oh, your favorite.
Oh, an envelope. I love it.
Okay. I actually don't remember what this one is. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm been collecting these, I guess.
Oh, you got another one, an Outburst clear cut, right? Is that correct?
Yeah. So this is clear cut. This is the Outburst silver out of 25. So I've been picking up a few of these. I got maybe, the one that I picked up just recently, I picked up that I won on the Slab Sharks auction. Right when you guys finished, like 2 minutes later, the Tiger Williams ended and I picked that one up. And after Josh's interview with Tiger Williams, I was like,
I still haven't seen it.
I have to get, dude, the guy is amazing. I was like, I have to get a Tiger Williams card.
He said he's got big energy.
Dude, he was awesome. Okay, this is my last one. This one is freaking awesome.
Do you know what they are when you open them?
I don't until I open them, and then I opened this one and I saw what was inside, and then I put it.
Oh, okay, yeah. I like not knowing either. I get people have asked, like, how do you not know? I'm like, because I don't know.
So Neil's gonna be mad at me about this one.
Oh, you piece of shit! Yeah, you're.
Oh, look at that bad boy.
Yeah, that's beautiful. The sticks are really making a comeback, eh?
Yeah. So this is from. So a lot of them I bought are from like the 1920. This one's from the 23-24 set.
You know, it's kind of funny that it's called complete sticks and they're fractions of the stick.
Well, complete sticks because it has all the parts of the sticks.
I'm not being a hater. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know. These are such cool cards, though. Like I understand like what Josh was talking about, like maybe searching for, like there's a lot of patches, and I still really like patch cards. And I'm still going after like patch cards, but I have found joy in collecting like other types of cards, and so the sticks, those complete stick cards.
Yeah, I'll get there. I'm just not there yet. Cards.
Yeah.
All right.
And do you guys want to do gloves? The gloves are.
I wanted that Gordie Howe glove, but it had the sticker auto on the Exquisite. I couldn't do it. Dave.
Yeah, no, I can't do the sticker auto. There's other one like Stature has glove pieces that are hard signed. So
yes,
you got to find a Stature one. I picked up. It wasn't on Slab Sharks, but you'll see it in a couple of weeks when I get the mail.
Sure.
Or maybe next week. I got a Keith Kachuk.
Ooh.
Glove. It's from the Dignified Set and Stature. It's, you know, I'm gonna show a picture of it because it's freaking awesome.
Dave, why don't you show a picture of it, please?
I'm gonna show a picture of it. It's
okay. Listen, then we got to do the game and talk about my traders because I gotta wake up at 5. Yes, I'm not whining.
Oh yeah, you gotta get a.
I gotta bounce. I'm gonna go do an estimate quickly in the dark.
Yeah.
Very upset. I promised I would do it today, and I gave Cole the truck, and I didn't do it, and she's angry. And
I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, but you can see the glove piece. It has like this stitching.
No. I see it there. Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
So, dude, this card.
But you ain't bona fide, Daddy.
At auction, I got it for like $55.
No kidding.
Like I don't.
How does that even fit in your collection, man? Like you have other. Well, I mean, do you have? So how do you look at that? Do you have other Dignified Stature cards? Or do you have other Keith Kachuk cards?
Yeah, I mean the way my collection is set up, I have it all in order of set, and then I have it in year order. So so I have like all my stature cards.
Yeah,
I'll have all my stature cards. Oh, there we are. All my stature cards, and then it'll start with like the earliest year and all the cards in alphabetical order, and then it goes to the next year, alphabetical order, next year.
You're a psychopath. That's crazy.
That's organized. What are you talking about?
Anyways, I like the chaos. Organized chaos, you know? All right, listen.
So organized. You're like, where's that card? I looked all day for the card. I can't find the card.
Brutal. Hey, but you know what? It's always a nice surprise when I'm going through a stack. I'm like, holy shit, look at this. I forgot I had this.
So then I have a document and I have them listed. So then if I'm buying a card, sometimes I'm like, do I have that card? I can look at my document real quick and make sure I don't have it.
Okay.
So
you have a system. You have a Dave system.
I have a system. It works. Right. I haven't bought the same card twice yet.
Unlike some time. What's up, brother? Okay, game time. Listen, it's not going to be easy. It's only 1990 Pro Set. So if you're an OG for hockey, I don't know how you. There's at least 2 I don't think you're going to get. I don't care because there's no prize tonight. So play if you want. You win my respect and Dave's. Okay, here we go. Ready?
I just opened a crap ton of this.
All right, who is this? Who is this?
I don't even know who that is.
Anybody? I'll play some music.
I definitely pulled his card when I was opening box after box of this. What is that? What?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, that's horrible. Sorry. Oh, no, that's... hold on. There's music.
I like Louis' answer. Is it my balls itch?
Oh my God. Hold on. No, guys, you got, this might be too hard. Yeah, this might be too hard.
Is this your like love list, Phil?
This is Josh's music. Hold on. Okay. No one's got it. Yeah, no one can get it, eh? I'll give you a... do I have to give a hand? You bunch of wieners? Come on. Someone's got to get this. He played for Montreal and Ottawa. No, eh? It's too hard.
Yeah.
I'd get it. That's the funny thing. I would get this. Yes, James! You got it! Woo! James Grabatin, also known as James the Champion. Grabatin must be Latin for big dick energy. All right, here we go. Too late. Okay, here we go. I thought Mike had it, Krushelinski, but I was like, no, close. Okay, good. Yeah, here, look. Bob Kudelski. Oh my God, that was awesome. Okay, next one. Ready? Okay, go. This is easy one. Come on. This song sucks. Oh, I like this. It's one of my favorites.
Oh, there we go.
Scotch Tape Devil.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Foligno. There you go. Card collector got it. Oh, you've all got it. Good job, chat. Good job. Okay. All right, you ready? Gladiators, ready? This is an easy one. Anyone? Dave, do you know?
I don't.
He's got, oh no, card collect Bonfra. I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. Where's the F? Yeah, the F is beside the D. I'll give it to you, card collector guy. Good job, Reedski. Good job, Matty Devine. Attaboy. Oh, no, Dino. Matty, you got it wrong, silly. Oh, Dino Cicerelli. Close. Louie, you got it wrong. Louie and Matty, you guys were close, but there you go. Cicerelli. No, yeah, I guess well, that doesn't really look like him, but in that picture he does, right? Bellino. Did I LGC, I think you check. You're not on live. You're like 30 seconds behind. Okay, yeah, here. Good job, man. Peter Bondra. Okay, the next one's going to be hard. Okay, your mom. Get out of here, Chandler. Show some respect to your Uncle David. Oh, I don't think you guys are going to get this.
Oh, another king. Another king that didn't make it.
Yeah. Yep, you got it. Sorry, I wasn't looking. Granado, heavy. Out of point. Tony Granado, yeah.
Okay, I should have got that one.
Tony Granola.
Yeah, I should have got that one.
Come on, David. Come on, David. Okay, guys, ready? Here we go. Coach Bombay. I love it. Okay, no, that's the wrong answer, though. Alcides, get out of here. Come on, this should be pretty easy for the right guy.
That's bad hockey face right there.
Yeah, he kind of looks.
He looks like he's about to fall asleep.
Looks like if Cillian Murphy had a mosquito bite or a bug bite.
Yeah.
Well done, Matty Devine, attaboy. Oh, Mike got it before you. Sorry, Mike, a big bully. Oh, Reedski too. Guys, good job. Yeah. Good job. Kelly got it. Or sorry, Mike got it. Reedski got it. Matty got it. MBK got it. Cass, attaboy. Good job, everybody. Okay, good. There you go, Kelly Buckberger. Okay, this is fun. Okay, good. So I can make them pretty hard. Okay, ready? This one should be pretty easy. Should I shower tonight or tomorrow morning? I probably showered tomorrow morning. Yeah, card collector guy, Sergio Momesto. That's right. Sergio. Very Momesto, bro. Yeah, he was just a big boy. Well, ate his pasta. Yeah, that's for sure. All right, good job, everyone. Okay, I think we got 3 more. This one's easy.
Who's the guy in the set that has the bloody nose picture or the short print?
Paul Gillies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's on the Whales?
Jets.
Oh, he's on the Jets. Okay.
Yeah. Zezo, there we go. Attaboy heavy. Peter Zezo. Peter Pan. Peter. Hook. One of the best movies ever. Rufy. Oh. All right, here we go. Oh, get back. I'm sorry. Yes, I'm wrong. Paul Gillies is on the Nordiques, not the Jets. I'm sorry. I was incorrect. Mike, thank you for the correction.
Oh, okay.
All right. Oh, this is one of my favorites. Biggs, don't. Oh, my God. My cat's on my computer. It might turn off. Listen, I'm not kidding at all. Mr. Bigglesworth is on. Look at him. Look at him. He's right on the computer and his ass is right on the power bar. I swear to God. Oh, my God. Okay, oh, God. Okay, I'm sorry if it happens. I'll log right back on, but Dave, you got to carry it for me.
All right.
Got a fat ass. It hits the power button. Okay, hold on here.
Has that happened before with him?
All the time. Yeah, here we go. Rick Zumbo. As if you got that. I thought nobody would get this. I thought nobody would get it. Isn't that crazy? He kind of looks like the actor in Boardwalk Empire a bit. His brother. Anyway, okay. I think, oh, that's it. Oh, well, shit. I thought I had another one. Sorry, guys. Get out of here, Chandler. Okay.
On cue.
All right. Well, there's my game. Oh, wait. Josh doesn't like this. I like this format better. Josh likes this. Oh, wait. Wait, how did I can't even get back to the way we were. Oh, son of a bitch. Whatever.
There you go.
It's okay. Okay. Well, that's it. And do you want to see my traders?
Yeah, let's see them.
Okay.
This is what you're taking tomorrow?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Sorry. That's not my trader. Sorry, my bad. Hold on. Let me get rid of this.
Center stage that.
Oh, David. Hello.
Ooh.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so these are my Oh, you want to see a card I got? I got this card. If you weren't watching, look at that. Oh, here, hold on. There, look at that. The original Outburst, baby. It's not. I'm just shit talking, but so that's from 1213 Fleer Retro. It's a short print. It's not numbered. Here, let's take it out. What the heck are we doing this for? Yeah, look at that. That's crazy.
Oh, yeah, that's shiny.
Woo! Second Trebek. Look at that. Yeah, that's beautiful. Okay, so I picked that card up. I paid, they were asking $250 and we agreed on $125, and it was from a friend. Yeah, it was from a friend. Okay.
What set is that from?
1213 Fleer Retro.
Oh, okay.
The best, one of the best sets ever created by humans of all time.
That's why I don't recognize it.
All right, so these are my traders. I'm just bringing these Montreal cards that I got in a break. I don't even know what they're worth. I don't care. I'm just bringing them because I'm going to the Montreal territory. So just to give you, I'm not picky. I'm not going through every one of these cards and being strict on my price points, because I'm gunning for a card tomorrow, and that's more important to me than losing some low-end cards, okay? And that goes for everything I'm going to show as well. So I'm also bringing this box. I have look at that, $200. I'm bringing this. So I bought it for $500. I will accept $400 for this tomorrow at the show. I will lose $100 on my purchase. I'm just being honest with you. I might be stupid. I might be smart. I don't know. But that's how I get the cards I want. I'm not sold. I don't need this. I have the base set already. I've opened 6 boxes already. I'm happy. I've had my experiences and I've paid for them. I'm okay losing $100 on this. I have this Connor Bedard. I don't really want to get rid of this, but it's a high liquid item. The guy I want the Connor McDavid Red Outburst wants this card.
Okay.
I'm not going to get in his way. I'm never going to lose sleep over a Connor Bedard Young Gun. Do I want to keep it? Absolutely. I'm not really going to accept. So I'll let this go for $250. I will. I'm good with it. It's not going to gem a 10. It's got a little thing on the top there.
Mm-hmm.
Right there. Whatever.
Yep.
So I'm okay with it. I'm just what's the Gretzky called? It's a Diamond Tribute. You can see at the bottom. Diamond Tribute. The back. It doesn't have a name. Well, it's A9 KR2, but we don't use that. 9/20. It's 9/20 on this set. Diamond Tribute. Absolute beautiful card. So I like the Playmakers Theaters of this set a little bit more, but these seem to go for, like, I don't know, man. I can't get, I don't understand. Oh my God, the cat's making me so goddamn nervous. I don't know. I don't know why the Playmakers Theater sometimes go cheaper than this, because they're numbered out of 100. This is a little more pop to it though. So
yeah.
Okay. Do something. Biggie, come on. Sorry, I gotta wait this out. Okay. Little balls there, eh? So I picked up this Mitchkov for $300. I will also sell this for, so I don't want to take less than $300 for this, because I know I got a good deal. So I will, if he says $280, I'll say no. I really like this card. So that's a trader.
Maritime said he'll take the Bedard for $250 in Ottawa in 2 weeks from you.
Oh, so you have to catch me tomorrow. I need to be very clear. I'm excited to wake up tomorrow, feel like a kid, go do my Denny's thing. I'm all by myself and I'm on a mission. Everything I'm saying tonight is different Sunday.
Got it. Okay.
It's just the way I am. I don't know. So this is one of my Gretzky refractors I'm willing to part with.
Okay.
I'll take 1,500. Yeah.
Wow. Look at that.
This is the one that's the most off-centered for me. And I'm willing to take 1,500 for it. Not a penny less in trade or cash. Not a penny less. I will leave. If someone puts $14.95 on the table, I won't take it. You have to have a line. I'm very disciplined in my line. I know I'm goofy and I'm loud. But unfortunately, or fortunately for me, I do have good lines. Okay. I hit this. No one wants to buy it from me. I will literally take absolutely jack shit. I don't care whatever he says first. I'll probably take it. I'm not a big Stutzel guy. I really do love this card, but I know the guy that wants, he'll pay me pretty good in trade for this.
Okay.
And I'm willing to let go. So this is probably a card.
That's his rookie, right? Oh yeah, it says right there at the bottom.
And it's got his beautiful auto 4 It's one of the nicest cards I have.
Yeah, you could get some dope for that one. Yeah. That's
okay. We're getting into the hard stuff now. So I'm trying to, hold on. This is ridiculous. So I'm trying to, can you see me? Oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sort of. Can you see me now?
Kind of.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm trying to not be emotional about this because I don't really care about these cards much anymore. And I'm not a big PSA guy, but at one point, I had both of these clear-cut PSA 10 Young Guns, and there was only 2 on the PSA registry.
Okay.
And
these are the clear. I thought you were pulling out acetates. So
no, never. No.
Okay. I was,
So this, I have 2. I just want to keep 1 for now. I'm willing to part with this. I don't even know what it's worth. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I have 2 of these.
If only there was like an app called like Card Ladder or something.
Yeah, I'm not looking. I'm scared that it's not worth a lot. So I have 2 of these, and there's only 2, or there was about a year ago, and it's mislabeled by PSA. I'm not mad, and I'm not going to make a post on the internet that PSA is stupid because they're human and they made a mistake. I'm okay with that. Shit happens, okay? I make mistakes in my job too all the time. It's how you fix it, right? And how will they fix this? Pardon me?
What's the mistake on it?
It doesn't say rainbow.
Oh, okay.
I have the other one. Do you want me to go? Oh, I keep looking over there. There's no, I can go get it. It just says rainbow.
Got it.
Okay. And then I have these 2 Gretzkys that I really don't want to part with either. But they're highly liquid. Any PSA 10 Gretzky sells.
Yeah.
And I really don't want to sell this canvas, but I also don't want to be stupid and crack a PSA 10 just for my binder, right? I'll just buy a raw. That's fine. And those are my traders, man.
Okay. You got a lot of good traders.
Yeah, they're okay. I'm not good at this stuff though,
Yeah.
Actually, I'm okay on the trading. I'm trying something different. Like that Brady PSA 10 is gonna hurt. That clear cut, right? Like if someone's like 400, I'm like, no, but why not? I didn't pay much more than that, so why wouldn't I do that, right? Because in my head, that's a Brady Tkachuk Young Gun clear cut PSA 10. There's like 4 or 5
like
on the
it would be worth more than 400.
It
seems like it would be worth more than 400.
I just picked that number. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like
I don't know what you paid for it, but it seems like it'd be worth more.
I didn't pay a lot for either of them. Yeah, okay. I got pretty lucky. But that's not saying they're not special to me.
You graded those, or they were already graded?
I didn't grade them. No.
Okay.
No, I bought them. I one of them I sent in. It got the 10, and then the other one I bought 10.
Got it. Okay.
But yeah, so what I'm gunning for is a red Crosby outburst.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm gunning for. I don't care if he wins a cup this year or not. I just want it. I really want that because I have the silver. I have his Young Guns, and they're both in amazing condition. Mm-hmm. And here, Mike. Sorry, I forgot about the chat. I'm sorry, everybody. Whenever I get a 10, I sell it pretty quickly. I'm good with 9s and let other people play. Yeah, hey man, that's great. Share that. Yeah. I like cracking them. I just don't want it in the damn slab. Saying that, if I could make my own slabs like a tag slab, I would be a little more open to that. I would even seal some of those cards, right? But I'm so addicted to the top loader binders, man. To me, that's the mecca of collecting, right? Sitting on the couch with your buddies and we're all flipping.
Yeah,
that's the best.
It's really easy to display and show your cards that way too, as opposed to pulling out a box and you're looking through one touches and stuff.
Grab that shoebox. Oh, not the. Man, I don't want to turn 55 and keep lifting lids and going through a few and okay, not this box. And then I'm like, oh, why didn't you label your boxes, Phil? You know how many times I change boxes? I change boxes all the goddamn time. Right? I'm running out of spots to scribble. For every fucking box I have. Oh, sorry, the F. I know. Sorry, Josh. Every box has Alfredson on it. And then like I have boxes from 20 years ago. They're not like I can't even throw those out. I'm like, no, I don't want to throw that box out. I'm like, anyway, I'm rambling on. I'm overtired. I'm like a little baby.
You need your beauty sleep.
I need my booty sleep. All right, I gotta go color. Dave, anything you want to leave off?
No, I think we're good.
Yeah? Listen, I know you're kind of disappointed about the webcam. We'll get it sorted, I promise you, okay?
We'll get it good. It
had good, rich colors. It was at 720 resolution, and StreamYard is trying to upscale it to 1080, and it looks like shit. Looks like a potato.
Yeah.
So we'll get it sorted, brother. I promise you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Next time, don't buy a no-name webcam, though. Jesus.
It'll be good. It'll be good. We'll get it.
Get out of here, Chandler. No one wants to hear this. All right, guys. All right. We know what time it is. Time to play the
Phil and Dave, old souls with hockey cards in hand. Hasselhoff's just 17. The kid's our biggest fan. Tech's a puzzle. We're wrestling, fumbling through the stream.
Hold on, I'd like to pause. Perch here is going to hang out with us next week, Dave.
Oh, nice.
There'll be three of us. Yeah, Perch is not a guest. He's a friend of the show. He's just going to hang out with us. He knows his shit. We're going to have a great time. So it'll be Phil, Dave, and Perchy next week.
Nice.
But these cardboard NHL dreams make our hearts beam. You collectors in the chat, your Friday's brightest spark. We're giving it our all. You're the fire in our heart. Thanks for joining us. Till next Friday song.
I got a little package. What? No, I didn't do that. I didn't do that. Okay, bye everybody. I love you. Bye.